Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to happy hour number 35. What? Ladies and gentlemen, this is incredible. I'm excited. I'm excited for today's show because, as always, there is a scintillating lineup. And I cannot wait to just actually catch up, talk about all the things that have been happening this week. It's been quite the week, to say the very least. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to go ahead into the show. My name is Botswana Papi. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. It's the Friday happy hour. Chill, sit back, relax. We made it this far. We deserve a little pat on the back. Let's go! Bruno Fernandes! First things first, I gotta say, I'm excited. I'm excited right now to be joined by the one and only, the man who won the happy hour before. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about men like Mike in the building.
What's going on, people?
What's good? What's good, champ? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling. It's Friday. Let's do conversations.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about the managers and that. Chat, get involved. Happy to be here, as always.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I also want to say, men like Kudus is in the building. What's good, Kudus? What? Oh, Lord. What is that?
I'm coming through with the mentality today because we're about to spit some fire in this stream. Let's get it. Let's go.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. And last but not least, I have to say, this is actually the man who's it's going to be the man at the wheel, the Munchikutioner at the wheel. Today, my co-host for the day. What's good, brother?
Good evening. Good evening. We shall be driving tonight.
Yes,
running
co-pilot.
The show.
It's you. I'm excited, bro, for the quiz. And also, we have to just do a little quick vibe check and just say, wow, a lot has happened. A lot has happened this week. So let's go ahead and just say big up to Mark in the building, saying big up the massive inside. Yo, Joe says, hey, people, have you followed the house rules? Wipe your feet, take off your shoes, and drop a like as you walk in. Shout out to you, Joe. Shout out to men like Pav in the building and William as well. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys. We just crossed the 800 mark. 900 is next. But real quick, let's go around the room. Munch, how you feeling, bro? Where you at? Where's your vibe at?
Well, just chilling, man. Like I said, it's Friday. Happy to be here.
6 goals this week. Huh? You're just chilling?
I'm just chilling, man. I'm stress-free right now.
Okay.
I'm chilling, man.
All right.
I can't control how I feel. I'm just good to be here.
Okay, mental health good.
Yeah, man, always.
All right. What about the co-host?
But the football's rubbish.
The football is Munchikutioner.
We're just here, innit?
We
summer, innit?
Just chilling.
Yeah.
I hear you, bro. Just here for the vibes, honestly.
So how are your mates at work? Like, are they like, the rivals? I'm talking about the rivals. Are they trolling you? Is it cool? What we at?
Oh, they're trolling me, man. I just pretend like, yup, the shield's up. I'm like, I ain't listening to nobody. I know what time it is. I know my team's crap. What can I do?
Bro.
You're not telling me nothing new.
I hear you. Joe says we are shit.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Kudus, do you agree with Joe?
Bro, I've just witnessed my team take 2 back-to-back 3-0 losses. My blood pressure monitor, I gotta have to pay it overtime because it's doing extra work. I'm having Chelsea fans freaking DM me and at me telling me to trust the process. Bro, we are finished. Chelsea fans are telling me to trust the process. We are finished.
Okay.
Man,
So you don't trust the process, right? Is that what I'm getting from you right now? Is that
What's there to trust? Is there a process?
Hmm.
Is there a process?
What's the process?
Because from what I'm seeing, we're doing the
Sorry.
exact same things that we did previously under previous manager. The only difference is we have an energy cup to show for it. So what's the process?
Trust the process.
Season one,
Totally
Hope
all
Olive.
said? That's the process. My thought was, what's the process?
What's the process, bro?
So are you saying you're done with Ten Hag? Are you saying like
I'm
you
done with
wanna
Ten
keep it?
Hag. Do you know what? I'm not done with Ten Hag yet. I'm giving him until December 20th. There's a reason I'm giving him till December 20th because we go to play Liverpool away at Anfield, and I'm expecting a humbling, a very, very sincere humbling. Another set, bro. They might even double it and give us 14-0. That's the way we're going right now. Because when we went to Liverpool the last time, we were in good form. We were playing good football. We were all hyped and excited for that game, and they gave us 7, and Liverpool were shit. Now
Mhm.
Liverpool are in one of their, they're one of the teams that I can say, I can actually challenge City for that title. I don't think Spurs are probably going to do a big challenge. Liverpool will give them a challenge, and Liverpool are in good form right now. Their attackers are always scoring. Their midfield, yeah, sure, they have a small bit of issues and whatever. Their defense is looking solid, and they're gonna come. We're gonna go to them at Anfield, and bro, the goals are just gonna keep flying in and flying in. You've seen Onana get a bicycle kick scored on him. You've seen him get lobbed. You've seen him do the Jude Bellingham celebration. You've seen him, I don't know, drop it like it's hot. Bro, we're about to see Onana do a lot of things in that game.
Snoop.
So, bro, so yeah, I'm giving Ten Hag till the 20th of December. I know the game's on the 12th. They give him till the 20th and the game after that, and then yeah, he can pack his bags, fix his CV, and Ajax are looking for a new manager anyway. So
Oh damn.
yeah,
So Manj, how do you feel about what Kudus is saying, fam? Are you Ten
I
Hag
mean-
in or Ten Hag out? Or Ten Hag till the 20th?
I'll be honest with you, Bots, yeah, and everyone else on the panel, yeah. I just want the manager to stay. Do you know why? Because I'm sick of the one good season, second season, manager goes and all that stuff. I'm tired of that process. You know what I mean? I can't be asked to go back to square one again. I'm ready to sit through the pain. You know what I'm saying? I've had enough of that.
How much pain, though?
Hey, listen, as much pain as needed. You know what I mean? I'm there. I'm here.
what I'm hearing is you're fine with being in a toxic relationship. Yeah, fine, you get abused, you get slapped around, but I love him or I love her, so whoever, we'll sit through it. No,
Plus the players
no.
are crap.
Unfortunately, yeah, the players are crap, 100%. But have we thought that maybe the manager's crap as well? Have we had that thought?
Not really.
Because
I want to hear what everyone else is saying.
let's say we do play his style of play, his football.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
His football has no room for error whatsoever in terms of losing the ball. No room whatsoever. He has a massive gap in our midfield. He's telling the players to do things that maybe they're not capable of doing or that they don't want to do, right? And then he comes out to tell us that after buying 8 permanent players, he can't play the style of football that he originally said he was going to play. And that also he has to build a style and a pattern based on the players that are there. Is that not contradicting itself?
No, so wait. I kind of heard him clarifying, saying I got misconstrued, like my statements about we can never play like Ajax was actually misinterpreted. Like
Oh, really?
Ten Hag sort of clarified it, saying that I do not have the same kind of players. Obviously, it doesn't mean I abandoned my philosophy. I just have to adapt it to the Manchester United DNA and find a way to work with the players and the levels, the skill levels and competence of every player that's available. That's how he explained
Okay,
it.
so can I ask the panel here? Can you guys tell me what is Erik Ten Hag's philosophy? Anybody?
Freestyle.
The man said freestyle. We should have kept Ole.
Freestyle. You know what was, yeah? You know why I said freestyle? Because before this, I was watching Saeed TV stream and I was like, oh, Saeed. You know, he said freestyle all the time. And I thought, yeah, what's that word again? Yeah, that was freestyle. I just gave you an answer to give you an answer, to be honest with you.
Because I think a lot
Anybody
of
in the
us.
chat, what is Ten Hag's
What's his
style of
philosophy?
play?
Philosophy, yeah?
Because
No,
from what
I think he what in the press conference today, like actually he spoke a lot, guys. I encourage you guys to check it out if you haven't. But he said, you know, of course, like he wants to play possession football, but also, you know, he has to adapt to what Manchester United has at the moment, you know. So I thought that was like an admission of like, okay, this guy really like, you know, he values possession, but he's not able to get that yet.
Mhm.
He's
So,
trying
I've
to
got a question
slowly
for you
almost-
guys.
That's why I think Ten Hag is from my standpoint. I don't know. Go ahead. Anybody else that want to chime in?
so
I've got
I
a
was-
question for you guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Say Ten Hag goes, right?
Yeah.
Who do you want to come in? Who do you think is the best one out there? Next best out there.
I don't think it matters, to be honest.
There you go. Then we're gonna
I-
go through
I
the
just-
same cycle.
Because,
I just don't
will I
want to
tell you
see
why? Will I tell you why?
Yeah.
Because
Hmm?
fine, we'll go through the same cycle, but it, this current cycle isn't working. So if we're gonna bring in someone next, I think it needs to be someone that is a Jose type of person that is extremely strict and firm and will just win. Because at the end of the day, when Ten Hag says he wants to adapt to Manchester United's DNA or whatever, our DNA is winning. No matter how you do it. Because Sir Alex Ferguson did it with counter-attack, he did it with possession football, he did it with pack the balls, whatever. He adapted to each individual team and players and whatever it is at his disposal. So our DNA is winning. So
Yeah.
last season, when you were actually winning, you were actually doing United's DNA.
That's
This season, you're not winning, and on top of that, you're also not playing your possession style football. So you're missing out on both boats.
We're more or less regressing.
I wanna hear what the Magician has to say about an alternative that question, but also big up to Vibes, big up to CM22 also in the building. Hope you're well, my friend. ¿Cuál es el proceso, CM? And also we got the one and only my other co-host, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the man himself, the legend, Joe Blackman.
Let's go.
Joe. What's happening,
You
bro?
good, yeah?
Oh,
Yes,
You
my
talk
G.
about this. Sorry, I've been waiting in the back, but I've been like, nah, bro, no, you're wrong. I'll tell you this right now.
Alright, let's hear it.
Think about it. Think about it, yeah. Mourinho was never the man. Yeah, he was a winning guy. We came second with him. But guess what? That was never Man United DNA. Just because you win don't mean it's Man United DNA. You can win, but you can win horribly. And I don't like it. I watched Mourinho's matches all the time and I was like, this is not what I want. I don't care if he's winning or not. Yeah, I do not want to park the bus and keep scraping by with a 1-0 victory. And this is probably the reason why that we're a lot of Man United fans are hating on Ten Hag right now. Yeah? Because we're scraping by when we do win, and other times we're just losing. Yeah? We're
No,
trash.
that's a fair point. That's a fair
It's
point.
trash.
I agree that the United DNA is winning, but is winning in an attacking
In an
fashion.
attacking
So,
way, yeah.
yeah, I 100% agree with that. So
100%, bro.
then, what I have to say to you is, do we bring Ole back? Because Ole won in an attacking
Fuck
way.
off. Listen, don't make me start swearing up on this stream, yeah?
no.
If you ever mention Ollie again, yeah, listen. There's so much bullshit that you men are talking. I don't want to hear anybody. You leave because he was talking shit. You had to get Sinbin for that bullshit, yeah. Because I tell you what, no.
I got sent to the gulag.
When I
Nah,
tell you this, I'll tell you this, yeah. I was never, and people might hate me. I was never a Ollie fan to come in as manager. I like Ollie as a player, whatever. But I tell you this right
Same.
now. If anybody ever tracked my record, yeah, they'll catch me on all the way back on the United stand, not even the United view, yeah, all the way back to United stand, me saying, I don't want Ollie. never wanted Oli. Yeah?
Yeah.
Never, ever, 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 ever. Even when people were singing Oli at the wheel, you could keep that wheel and take it by yourself. Yeah. I'm telling you, never wanted Oli at the wheel. He was never a good manager. He was just a good vibes man. You get me? Okay, you came for the good vibes. Now go with the vibes. You get what I'm saying? I needed a coach, fam, and we never had a coach. Yeah.
But we had some
now?
good attacking plays though with Oli. Like some of the counter attacks were lovely, guys.
We never had good attacking plays with Oli. What we had was a counter attacking style that basically depended on our players doing some individual greatness. It wasn't a great counter attacking style.
No.
You might as well say that we were doing the same thing last season.
Sorry,
Yeah,
but
not say we were doing the same thing last season.
See,
it was Oli Ball last season.
With Ole, fine, 100% agree. We had moments of individual brilliance, but he also set up the team to allow for us to play some very fast attacking counter football. I'm not saying it was the best. We can go like, I don't want to diverse into the Ole topic, but Ole did give us a lot of goals and a lot of very nice goals, might I add. And we were winning teams comfortably 2, 3, 4, 5-0. You know, sometimes we'd go in. I mean, we beat, was it Southampton 8-0? Would you guys not take an 8-0 beat into Southampton right now?
Over what?
Yeah.
Over what?
Over a 3-0 trash into Newcastle's B team.
No, you can't compare a loss to a win. Compare it to another win, innit? Because you can't compare a loss to win, bro.
Okay, would you take a 8-0? Would you take an 8-0 Southampton win over a 3-2 Nottingham Forest win? I mean, you have to think about it. So,
Krishna, what are you saying?
So, I want to go back to the original question when we said Ten Hag style.
Before Ten Hag style, right as you say that, I want to welcome the big man himself, Dre, in the house.
What's up?
Big up, bro. Bunch of Krishna is about to tell us about the Ten Hag style. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
So he basically said, our players.
So we don't have the capacity.
That's what he was saying about the players. Is that, so you mean Ajax style? No. Not happening.
See, I have a little issue with that, because you could say we don't have the capacity, but if we go through the players you've bought, Martinez played for Ajax before, Anthony played for Ajax before, Onana played for Ajax before, Mount has Dutch football background, Malacia Dutch football background, Eriksen Dutch football background, you know. So I don't necessarily think it's that we don't have the capacity of the players, but maybe the foundation isn't there for them. And also we have to realize the reason Ten Hag did go to get these players was because he wanted to avoid that period where he has to actually train and embed these players to understand how he wants to play. That's the reason why we went for these players. So for me, I just think he's just abandoned this, to be honest. But I'm open to be corrected. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll hold my hands up for it. But yeah, I think he has the players to play it. I won't lie. I think he has the players.
So he's just underperforming as a manager. That's what you're saying. Benidre, we have a Ten Hag outer here in the building. Where are you? You are also a Ten Hag outer, right?
All right, I'll tell you what. At this moment, I'm not Ten Hag in. I'm not Ten Hag out. I'm Ten Hag.
Shake it all about.
Let me finish.
Ten Hag, come outside.
I'm a Ten Hag. Put your stuff in the suitcase. Lean it up in the corner. You know.
Just wait.
So you're essentially Ten Hag down, isn't it?
No. Ten Hag shake it all about.
My thing is this: if you remember last season, when we were playing okay and winning games, Ten Hag would refuse most compliments. He would say things like, "Yeah, but good is not good enough.
100%.
We still have a whole lot more to do." And I liked that because he was living in reality. He knew that there was much more to be done to have the team evolve into the kind of playing style that we needed to progress. Now we are doing absolute crap on the pitch. And he's coming out after press conferences talking about we had good moments and this was working and this player was playing well.
Minutes.
Yeah,
tell us we
and
played well for
that's not
45
acceptable.
minutes.
So what has changed between last season and now that has caused him to change his whole mindset to try to, because I think he's gaslighting me as a fan. You're insulting me now. You're telling me that what I'm seeing, I can't believe my lying eyes. It makes no sense to me. Now, some of the other issues that I have with him, it's not that you're losing. It's how you're losing. And if you're saying to me that you're supposed to have a squad of players that you use. You're supposed to be coaching every single player. You're supposed to be telling every player, you go out there and you do what I tell you to do. If you fail to do what I tell you to do, then this other player is going to take your spot. And I think that's only fair. Apparently, players like Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, especially, they can do no wrong. And it doesn't matter what they do. They haven't had a good game for months. Rashford hasn't scored more than 2 or 3 goals in the last 23, 25 games. But he plays religiously. And he has only been substituted twice in recent times.
Can I just add a point there? Sorry, I just wanted to add a point there that it's a complete contrast then for the players that he does bring in, because if those players make a mistake or do something wrong, they're automatically benched and sin binned and don't have a chance to rectify their mistake. So then those players have the mentality of, we can't do anything wrong when we get the chance to play, and that leads to more mistakes. And I'll give you the example of Hannibal. The last time Hannibal played a game for us, bar the Newcastle game just gone, was Galatasaray at home, which was the 3rd of October. Today, a month today, and we played 4 games since then. The guy got 0 minutes. He got 0 minutes off the bench. So, you have to allow these players, especially young players, the room or the opportunity to make a mistake, knowing that they're not going to be punished for it in that sense. They'll learn from it, but it's not like the moment you make a mistake, you're automatically out of the team. And he did this last season with Young last year, if you guys remember.
Right.
But yeah, sorry.
And I feel sorry for Pellistri, because I don't see every time Pellistri plays. I'm not saying that he's pulling up trees, but he at least is putting in a better performance than the other wingers. And if you allow this guy to play for, let's say you give him 5 games running, let him catch a rhythm, I'm sure he's going to do something. I'm sure he's going to be productive.
100.
Right. So I don't, and that's why I am losing patience and overall respect for Ten Hag, because he seems to be too stubborn. He's stuck in his way. And I think as a smart man, as a coach, experienced coach, those are just some simple things that I expect him to know and understand. You can't be having favorites. Okay, yes, every coach will have a favorite, but it cannot be to the detriment of the entire team. You can't be, because this is going to allow players to be, even when they get the odd game, they're going to be playing under duress, because they're going to be thinking, shit, if I make this one little error here, that's me done.
So
Rashford don't have to think about that. Bruno doesn't have to think about that.
Yeah, but I'll tell you why. Because they're the top players at the team. There's
it shouldn't matter.
Let me tell you something right now. Yeah, there's a reason. Look, I'm not saying Man United do it in the correct way. Yeah, because I don't agree that they do it in the correct way. Yeah, but I will say this right now. Yeah, you see your top players at the team, they actually could get some sort of preferential treatment. Yeah, it's no joke. Like, why am I paying you so much if you're not worth it? Yeah, Rashford, they've decided to pay him 350 grand a week. Yeah, that's their prerogative. So I kind of feel like they feel like this nigga needs to. This brother needs to play, right? This brother needs to play. Yeah. If he doesn't play, what am I paying this much for? No, this is the real talk, isn't it? Yeah. People like Rashford, people like Bruno, people like who else? Actually, those are the
Sancho?
two main ones. No, those are the two main ones.
Sancho.
See, I was gonna agree with what you're saying, but it doesn't apply to everybody because Sancho does not get that same treatment from the
Yeah,
club
but
and
guess
the
what?
manager.
Yeah, but guess what? Do you know what the funny thing is, right? They told Ten Hag that when he came in, that Rashford is a priority and he has to play him. Yeah.
Okay.
I know the thing with the only problem is, right, Rashford was never anybody signing. It wasn't Oli signing. He came through the academy. Yeah, this guy came through the academy and he became what's it, MBE or whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Unclean
Like
born and
he's
bred. Yeah.
literally gold
Mhm.
for Manchester United right now. He's the golden child. He came
Right.
out of Manchester and then he started feeding kids. Yeah. He's the golden child in England right now when it comes to football, when it comes to anything. They're hoping for him to be the next David Beckham. That's what they're hoping for. Yeah. But the
Right.
talent ain't along there with it. Yeah. But the charisma is, and the fact that he's doing certain things within the community is. Yeah.
Right.
This is the reason why they're hanging on so tight to Marcus Rashford right now. Yeah. Hoping that he's going to come good. The only problem is, yeah, as a football fan, as a Manchester United fan, we are not impressed with what's going on the pitch. Yeah.
Right.
But the price tag on that guy and the value on him is so high that, listen, I know you guys all watch United View and stuff like that. You hear what KG and you hear what Flex and them man say, that he walks around like he is the man.
100%.
Yeah. That's because he knows that he is the man. He's undroppable. And when I say undroppable, I don't mean that undroppable in the terms of he won't get left out of 1 or 2 games. I mean undroppable in terms of he knows he's going to be back in the team within 2 or 3 games, whether he's doing
So can I ask you
bits
a
on the
question?
pitch or not.
Can I ask
Which
you a
is
question?
the problem. Of
Do you
course,
think
please.
do you think Rashford knows this?
Of course he does.
Right.
He's walking around like a peacock, them man say. Blood, yeah?
So if he knows this, right, and he doesn't care, well, let's assume he doesn't care about the performance, because from what we've seen, it looks like he doesn't care about the performance. Does that not give the player a certain type of power that regardless if I play good or I play bad, I ain't gonna be dropped, right?
Player power is real at
100%.
Man United, fam. Yeah, I'm not
1000%.
saying it's not. I'm trying to
And
get rid of it, yeah.
no,
But
I completely agree.
it's
But
real.
my manager then, when he first came out to say, doesn't matter who you are, if you're not playing well, I'll drop you, right? And bring somebody else in. But this only applies to certain players. Because Sancho, fine, he might say he wasn't playing well, dropped. Casemiro, he might think for him, wasn't playing well, needs more football, dropped. Bruno Fernandes is not playing well, but because you wanted to get rid of Maguire so much last season, you made Bruno your captain. Now Bruno is your captain, you can't drop him. Okay, so indirectly, Ten Hag himself is also contributing to the player power. So when these players now decide that they don't want to play for the manager anymore, they're the players that you made your soldiers. And now, last season, when you relied on a certain starting 11 and they got you wins, this season, I'm seeing you're relying on slightly different players and things are going sideways. So I'm not surprised because you can't help
I
someone
don't
who
think.
doesn't help themselves.
I mean, I kind of hear what you're saying, Kudus, but I'll say one thing. I don't think that he's relying on a different set of players. He was looking to rely on the same set of players, but these same set of players are just being bullshit. Yeah, whole season, he thought that they were going to be good. Either they're injured or they're just been bullshit. Yeah, Rashford ain't done shit all season, but he said he committed himself. You know, when someone say I'm gonna die on this sword, yeah, he basically said I'm gonna die on this sword. I'm gonna keep playing Rashford till he comes good. He said that himself, isn't it? Yeah, he chose that sword to die on, fam. Yeah, if that's the sword he chooses to die on, that's his prerogative.
I know, and
Yeah?
I have an issue with that statement as
I'm
well.
a Ten Hag inner. Yeah, I want Ten Hag in, right? let this be known right now. Yeah, I'm Ten Hag in just because I'm
Yes.
tired of changing managers. But I'm not a dickhead. I'm not going to stay
Yes.
with a guy that keeps losing progressively and doesn't change anything about it. Because the certain definition of madness is keeping the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
bro, look, nobody is a reproach from time, innit? Yeah, time is the great revealer
healer of
and
all,
it's the
yeah.
great healer. It's also the great healer. Yeah, because if Ten Hag does either one of two things, if he goes on and progresses and start doing well,
Yes.
time will heal. But if he
I'll-
goes on and he keeps losing me matches, everybody, we're still in the same position, is just going to start cussing his ass out. Simple.
Yeah, I'll make a statement because I think, in a normal functioning system or organization, some of the things that Ten Hag is doing completely valid, and he can get away with it because he'll have some credit in the bank, he'll have some wins, he'll have the backing of the board. For instance, the whole thing with Pep and Cancelo, instant replacement, academy boy, doesn't matter. We get wins. If Pep Guardiola was not winning when the thing with Cancelo happened, whole different story. So
Yes.
I understand from a manager's point of view, but also he should have read the room and read the situation. You can't be fighting battles when you don't have the ammunition to do what you need to do in the first place. You can't be saying Casemiro can't play football or more football, sorry, and you don't have somebody else to do that for you, or Varane can't play versus City because they press high and you don't have somebody there to do it for you, or Sancho isn't reaching the right levels in training, which I'd love to be in that training because I want to see what levels those players are reaching.
Lost the ball, for fuck's sake, man. Oh, sorry.
Buddy,
What? Fuck are you
I
watching?
I
can
wish
say
you the
something
best
about
of luck
this,
in your FIFA.
That's
He's-
playing FIFA.
He's
Get
playing
FIFA rich out.
I want to say
Guys,
something about
guys.
regarding
That's
Sancho.
probably Rashford. That's probably Rashford he's using.
Right. He's probably using Rashford. I want to say big up to you guys if you're just tuning in. By the way, we are about to play a game real quick. It's going to be run by Chikush now while I leave. But the main thing is I'd like this conversation to continue. I'd like to continue after the quiz. So please scan the QR code or go to Kahoot. There's a little pin you put in, and then you get to play. Right now, it's how many people? 2,
1,
4,
2,
6,
4, 5,
8.
6, 7,
Yeah,
8.
8 people already in. Like, come on, let's go. Once we start the game, you're not able to join. So go ahead and
Yeah, give it a
scan the
little
QR
time.
code.
Anybody else that's not joined, please hurry up and join in. Scan the QR code, or you know what? Yeah, drop it link again in the description so that in the chat so everybody knows where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see who's gonna take the crown. Who's gonna be the winner? I
Right.
know some people are out here.
Where's that Ratcliffe from the
I
last
think
time?
someone
Ratcliffe.
wanted to.
Nobody
someone wanted to
claimed
say
the
something.
Radcliffe, so we have to know who is TS GOAT.
I think someone
Really,
wanted to say something on Sancho before we start the game.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, go
I was saying that with Sancho, I fully agree with the manager. If the manager believes that a player isn't doing what they should be doing in training, he's well within his rights to drop you for a game. I think Sancho himself was out of order for responding on social media. And I hear people come up with this excuse about, well, the manager did whatever in public. No, the manager was asked after a game why a certain player wasn't picked. The manager has he has an obligation to speak the truth. And he did speak the truth as he sees it. Now, Sancho as a player who should be a subordinate, if he has an issue, he should go to the manager and say, well, manager, XYZ, whatever your grouse is. But you going on social media, you're bang out of order. You see me? So I 100%
behind a man's back in front of his face. You know what I'm saying?
Can I come in there?
Man up behind his back, but basically to public, so everybody can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys think that Ten Hag always tells the truth?
No. So
Okay. That's
So
what's
what?
up.
No manager always tell the truth.
I completely 100% agree with that. No manager always tells the truth, right? My issue isn't even with what he said or whatever. My issue is on the United fans and the media, so to speak, because that whole he didn't reach the right levels in training was an isolated incident based on the manager wanting him to trade according to how Arsenal play, because he wasn't going to be in the team anyway. So it was Team A versus Team B. Didn't do what the manager was asked or didn't reach right levels, whatever. They had a bust up, words exchanged, blah, blah, blah. He was dropped. No problem, no issues. Now, when the media picked it up, they over exaggerated everything and blew it up. And I also think that if it didn't come out publicly that Sancho had to apologize to Ten Hag, apologize to the players, this, that, and the other, before he's allowed back in the team, I think all of this would have been solved and everything squashed, no problem. And yes, Sancho is in the wrong for going to social media. There are plenty of ways to make a statement without it being on Twitter. We've seen 2 players recently make statements that wasn't necessarily a verbal one, but we know. So yeah, Sancho 100% in the wrong for that.
Sancho.
Yeah, I mean,
Immature child.
he is in the wrong.
100%.
There's no two ways about it, and there's no way I can even. There's no way I can even put any form of blame on Ten Hag. Ten Hag is the manager. He knows what he wants. You're not giving him what he wants. He's well within his right to drop you. He's well within his right also to say, if this is what I believe. Remember, he didn't just come out and say it. He didn't go on social media and say it. He was asked in a post-match interview. So no fault. Listen, there's one thing that a lot of people don't know how to do. People should learn how to separate issues. So you can have your grouses with Ten Hag. You can criticize him for the things that he's not doing right or the things that he is doing wrong, but also understand that he has a responsibility as a manager to do what he needs to do with his players. So we can criticize his methods, his training tactics, his in-game tactics, whatever it is.
I agree with you, and like I said, Sancho immature, shouldn't have done what he did. But when the manager's asked the same question before the game, ignores the question. Asked after the game, after a loss, says what he says. Was asked about McTominay, and y'all remember he said he was sick, but yet the next day McTominay was training with Scotland. I just feel like if the manager wanted to protect him, he had the opportunity to, if he wanted, and he clearly didn't want to, and that's fine as well, But I've seen a pattern where we lose a game, and there's a certain player that something said about the Brentford game. We saw what was said about Casemiro and the football. The City game, started elaborating on Varane and pressing.
I think people are blowing that out of proportion. The thing with Casemiro, because I think that's being blown out of proportion. That's basically the case for most substitutions. If a game isn't going well, why do you make a substitution? You make a substitution to win the game. Exactly. That means you were not satisfied with the football that was being played.
Yeah, but you don't win the game.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
One second. When you start the quiz, boys, it's getting close to a whole hour. We even started the goddamn quiz there.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right.
Let's run the
Everybody. So
I think even Power Hour has left because he's got shit to do. We even started the quiz yet.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to be starting it here in about 30 seconds. So if anybody who's ready to start.
Yeah, get in. Let's go. Premier League 22-23 edition.
We don't want to talk about this season. We're talking about last season, people.
Let's go.
Really?
Who won the Premier League this season?
We're starting off easy.
What?
As United fans, we should not even be answering this question because it hurts.
Tottenham.
That's what I want to win. Come on, Tottenham. Win without fucking Kane. Win without Kane.
Okay.
Yeah, if someone got that question wrong, I would be asking questions.
I would have slapped some.
I'd
man.
have questioned their football knowledge.
7 people who got it right. So
Let's
about
go top of the
3 or
world.
4 of you did not answer. Shame on you. All right, next one.
Who won the
Oh,
Golden
come on,
Boot
really?
of 36 goals?
It will be
Mo
progressively
Salah,
get more.
Mo Salah, running down the way.
These are starting off nice and easy. I like it.
Why not Bruno on there? What are we doing here? Just kidding.
Rashford. Who is that? And why have they got rubbish internet?
Oh, somebody
Who?
said Harry
Harry Kane. Who put Harry Kane? Must be a Spurs
All
fan.
right, let's see. So at the very top we have Kudus, followed by Manch and Joe Pac-Man and Partygate and Vader.
Hold on, why have I got less points than these guys when I got all the questions right? What kind of
You gotta
foolishness
be
is
quick.
this?
You gotta be
It's
quick.
based on
Fastest.
time.
It's got to
You gotta be
faster.
quick.
So the faster you answer it, the more points you get.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Question number 3. Who won the Golden Glove?
The best goalkeeper
Come on
in the
now.
world. The best goalkeeper in the world.
Boom. Come on, how quick was I? I must have got that.
Yeah, I got that straight.
Yes, these few questions they are easy. They are
Nick
easy.
Pope.
If it's all about internet speed, then I might not win.
Yo, who put Anderson? Who put Anderson, bro?
Listen,
Who's on Edison?
who did that?
Boy.
All right. So it looks like
Barthez, man, it's Barthez.
only a slight change in the
He's
top
doing
5.
now.
All right. Who won the both Player of the Year and the Young Player of the Year award?
Huh?
Boom. Answered.
All
Who the
right.
hell put Johnny Evans in
Johnny Evans. Man like Johnny. Come on.
Yes, it's definitely Johnny Evans.
How can I rig the game, bro? I'm not even in the thing, bro. It's his thing.
No.
Yo, who put
Most
Saka?
of
How you man putting Saka?
Bukayo Saka, yeah. I like whoever answered Johnny Evans though.
Big up,
All right,
man.
let's see. Oh, so we did.
Yeah,
a
Joe
shake-up in
definitely
the
put Saka.
leaderboard.
Joe,
I'll put Saka, I can't lie.
Yeah.
I put Saka.
I'll tell
All
the
right,
truth.
all
Yeah,
right.
I did.
I put Saka, yeah, of course.
All right. Question number 5.
Young.
Who won the Manager of the Season award?
Really?
Ooh,
Eric Ten
this
Hag?
one was
Was
actually a
it
bit
Graham Potter?
tough. I
Was
think it
it-
was Graham Potter, you know.
Eddie Howe? Or was it?
I am Pat.
Harry Potter.
I actually think I got this one wrong, you know. Let's see.
All right, let's see. Everybody get your answers in. And...
Yeah, I got it wrong. They should have given it to Eddie.
Let's go.
All right, let's see what the standings are looking like. Oh,
No.
looks like Partygate.
Yeah.
I'm not even in the top 5 no more.
No.
Rigged. I need VAR.
I'm outside.
Inside. All right, who won the Goal of the Season award?
Ooh.
Okay,
Is it Julio Enciso? Is it Fabio Carvalho? Is it Michael Olise? Or is it Heung-min Son?
Ooh.
yeah, I'll go with this one.
Has to be this one, no?
Oh, got this wrong.
I told you guys it was going to get harder. You said
Has to be.
too easy. You said
What?
correct answer is Enciso.
What?
Oh, that Brighton guy.
What was the goal?
Yeah,
What was the goal?
Against
I
City.
don't know. I just looked it up.
that goes against City, innit?
Oh,
Was that Cecil even in Brighton last season?
All right. That shook up something. Oh,
Hold on. Where's the bot gone? I want to know where he's gone. He's done.
you gotta go to work. That's why Massachusetts is the co-host.
This is why we're hosting.
Bot did it from his car. He's like, yo, I'm gonna hop in.
All right.
Hold
Now
on a
let's
second.
see.
Bernie, why are you laying down and where are you laying down, fam? Bernie, what
Hey,
is
yo.
that?
I'm not laying down,
Paris,
fam.
bro.
I'm just leaning back.
I said I'm
Lean
leaning
back.
back. What are you
Lean
leaning
back. Lean back.
All right,
Who won
who won
Save
the
of the
Save
Season?
of the Season award?
Ooh.
Huh?
What?
I
Oh, I
think
know
it
who
was
this is.
Jordan
this
Pickford.
guy.
Oh, come
Is it
on.
David
Come
De
on.
Gea?
I didn't even.
Is it Hugo Lloris?
I actually think it
Or
was
is it
T-Rex.
Kepa?
I think T-Rex got it, didn't he?
Oh, Bio.
Ah, Kepa.
What,
Correct
dinosaur?
Oh, save.
Who said
answer.
Hugo Lloris?
I thought it
You
was
didn't even
T-Rex,
say
you know.
Me.
All right. Let's see how things go with the
Oh,
I'm dropping out of
standings.
top
They're
4.
all over the place. Ooh,
That's very
Taylor
Spursy
Swift
for me.
vote. Very
God
nice.
damn it.
Very nice. All right.
Let's need
All
to
right.
stay top 4. Stay top 4.
What
Get Champions
teams
League.
were
Okay, fair.
relegated
Get into
to the
the
championship?
Got it.
Oh,
Has to be the first one.
yeah, it's the first
I got
one.
the
Sure.
fourth one. Could be the fourth one. Could be the fourth one.
Yeah.
Okay. Got 4 more seconds, and let's see what everybody says. Boom! Everybody got that
I'd be surprised
correct.
if anyone got that wrong.
All right.
Come on. Back to the top.
Oh. Just a slight change in the standings.
Bro.
Yes,
Mention.
go.
Bro.
Who's
Taylor
TSGO?
Swift GOAT 22.
Oh, that's vibes, isn't it?
This is just a light guess. It's probably vibes.
Taylor Swift.
We got
Vibes
Pan
is
Flip now.
cooking us.
All right. Who had the most assists last season? Was it Trossard?
Oh, okay, first.
Was it Bruno? Was it Martin Odegaard? Or was it Kevin De Bruyne?
Kevin
And
Has to be
just want to go
Trossard.
ahead and show, of course, in the honor of bots, we did pick a triangle right here. So you can see the triangles are triangling. All right, we have 5 more seconds. Everybody get your answers in. Boom.
Whoa,
Kevin De Bruyne.
That's a lot of
How you
people.
man
that said
picking
Trossard.
Odegaard? So only
I
me and
said
someone else got it right?
Damn.
Yo, Joe, what'd you pick? You definitely picked Trossard.
Oh,
I said
there was
Odegaard.
a
I ain't gonna
lot
lie.
I
of
think
people.
Odegaard as
Back
well.
to the
Yeah.
top.
Kudus is back in the building.
Let's
And
go.
Taylor Swift GOAT. Streak of
He was
9.
back-
To the
I'm
Champions
coming
League
back to
places.
my spot.
He was injured. He was injured most of the season last season.
Players
Like,
to score 3 or more free kicks this
Who was the
season.
only player to score 3 or more free kicks
Oh,
this
has to
season?
be. Has to be.
Has to be.
James Madison?
Yeah,
That's
man.
what
Decent
he said.
amount.
Kevin? Or
Yeah,
was
Mount
it
should
James
be there.
Ward-Prowse?
Wait, hold on.
Has to be Ward Pros, bro.
Might have been fake pumped.
Harry Maguire.
Because I think Olise actually got a few. I know he got one against us anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I think that the time is too long. People can cheat.
Yeah.
By the
Well, they
time
don't
we
get
get
points.
some
They don't get points
All right,
anyway.
we have
so-
8 answers on the board. I will, at 20, I will skip it.
Nice.
All right, and boom.
Yeah.
Wait.
One and all.
Booyah!
Said-
Ward-Prowse.
Said
Yep.
KDB. Did KDB score a free
KDB.
kick?
Ooh, a bit of a shake
Wait.
up there in the building. So
Reason
Mange is back up in the building.
How many
All
questions
right.
are there, Mike Junior?
There's 27.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
Jeez.
okay.
Not
Which
even
player-
Here I had
27.
most.
Why not 20 or 30? Why 27?
Because I got tired of making questions. All right.
Oh, I think I got that wrong.
Hold on, I didn't even read the question.
Manchester Kushner went to 20. I went, nah, I ain't going to do this.
All right, we have
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I got it wrong.
everybody answered. Ooh,
Mitrovic.
yes, it was Mitrovic. He had more shots. per
Good luck,
game.
innit?
At least
Nice.
nobody got it right, so it's calm. We stay where we are.
At least he won't play
let's see.
tomorrow.
No, nothing happened. Now, next question. Who was the only
Oh.
player to score 7 or more penalties? Was it Haaland? Was it Bruno? Was it Harry Kane? Or was it Salah?
How many times did Salah dive?
Do you know what's funny? I was watching this in the Ballon d'Or, so it has to be him because I was counting them. And I was like, yeah, I was counting them, and I was like, that's a bit too much. Yeah, Haaland. I was the only one who got it right. Let's
It
go.
was Haaland.
Let's go. Yeah, they were showing this guy's goals, and I was seeing penalty after penalty after penalty.
Yeah, still third.
Kudus.
Come on.
All right, all right. And next question.
Yo, Joe, what happened, bro? Joe, what happened?
Who scored the
Chico.
most powerful goal of the season?
How is
Oh,
this? This?
shit.
What? Who cares?
You know what I'm saying?
For those of you who may not have noticed. Any answers in?
Ward
Put your
Prowse
answers in,
with
people.
the
Put your answers in, people. Put your answers in.
If it's
All right,
Jeffrey
all right.
Schlupp, this is rigged.
Well,
Yeah,
what
let's
we-
go, Benrahma.
If you may not have noticed, but some people may have accidentally pasted incorrectly. And
Oh,
so you
psych.
can see the first name. I'm
We need to
blaming
go to
bots,
VAR.
not me. I would never do this.
Let's go. Let's build up a lead.
All right. Let's see. Believe, people. Believe.
Which
Oh,
team would
crap,
have
mine's
won the
frozen.
Premier League? Probably
No.
Fulham.
Now, what team would have won the Premier League if only home games would have counted?
This is just depression.
It is. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
That should be like a 5-second question.
And
Yeah.
All right, stop.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I got it wrong.
You didn't even show the point. Who got it right?
It was Manchester City. So
Was it
we have-
City?
Yep, it
I
was
City
City.
United were close though. No, didn't we have the best home record last season or
Was,
something?
I swear it was United, fam. What the
Yeah, I
hell
swear we had the
lies
best
is
home
this?
record last season.
Bullshit is this?
Double check it. Double check it.
If only away
Right now,
games were
but
No, I'm
if
going on
only
internet.
away games would have counted.
It's probably still City.
You know what I mean?
You know, they won the league anyway.
it's Leicester.
Well, I'm just gonna say City.
I
again.
think I got this wrong, you know.
I don't care. If this is
Hey!
And
Asna.
the answer was Arsenal. So we
Fake
get to
one
laugh at
people
them
with the City.
for losing in their own ground.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Osman saying I got Google open when I'm playing Kahoot on Google or on browser. Come on.
share screen so we can see you, liar.
All right. Let's see.
I'm joking.
All right. Who lost possession of the balls most
Bruno
times
Oh,
Fernandes.
come on.
per game?
We all
Really?
know. Wait, he's
Trent
not
Hey,
there.
no, no.
Alexander-Arnold.
He's not
Is
there.
it Darwin
Well,
Nunes?
if it's this season, it's definitely Bruno.
Yeah. There's only one answer.
Rashford or Kieran Trippier?
I'm actually confused as to
Ooh, the answer was
Okay.
Kieran Trippier.
Trippier. Damn.
You tripped up.
Well, no one got it right. So
No changes there. No changes there. Now, who
Which
was
player?
the only player to get more than one red card this season? No, where's the card?
this is.
Where'd it go?
We want to
you
get VAR involved in this because he was robbed.
Yeah.
He was unfairly targeted. There was discrimination involved,
Five answers. Have
and Lucas
Come on, people,
Paqueta
put your
betted on him
answers.
as well.
Woo.
Uh,
Wow, and the answer was Casemiro. Yeah, a couple people did
Casemiro.
pick.
I mean, come on, as a
Paqueta.
United fan, you
and
should
Mitrovic.
have known this.
You're absolute
All right.
disgrace.
Let's go.
Kudu still at the top.
We broke into the 10K. Let's go.
Who got the most yellow cards this season?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is it Casemiro? Is it Kai
Ah.
Havertz, Mitrovic, or was it Palhinha?
Just a guess.
Lil Yo-Yo saying it's Valencia. That's not even a question or an answer.
It's Fabio.
Yeah, it has to be
Palhinha.
Paulinho. Yeah, it has to be Paulinho.
Yes.
Very good at tactical fouls. Wish we'd gotten him, but
Oh, looks like there's not been many changes on the board. All right. Who was the only goalkeeper to have over 10 saves in a single game?
in a
shit.
single game.
I forgot to put a
Oh,
picture
yeah.
for this one. Was
In a single
Single
game.
game.
it
I'll go for this one.
Was it
Maybe
Ryan?
it's David De Gea when they beat us 7-0.
Or was it Alice? And the correct answer was Raya.
Yeah, I think that was everyone just guessed across the board. Ooh.
Oh, and looks like the standings are Abe Vader came up to third. Now, what team missed the most big chances? Was it Aston? Was it Liverpool? Was it Chelsea? Or was it Tottenham? Yeah. 2 more seconds, everybody. Put your answers. Boom! And the answer was
Let's get to that.
Liverpool. Remember all the misses that Darwin Noodles was missing?
Nunes. Yeah, Nunes.
Yep. Darwin Noodles. That didn't change any of anything here. But what team hit the woodwork the most? Was it Liverpool?
Complete
Was
guess.
it-
It probably was Liverpool. I think Nunes hit like 4 in one game.
Was it Newcastle? Or was it Tottenham?
Oh, I wish I could change my answer.
And the correct answer was Newcastle. This is why that question was right after the first one. To trip you up.
I use the mind games.
All right. We are feeling 22, just like Taylor
Just
Swift got 22. What team received the most yellow cards? Was it Leeds? Was it Everton? Was it Fulham? Or was it Nottingham Forest?
Damn. I think it's probably Everton, no? It was Leeds.
And the correct answer is Leeds United. So, right, let's see if that show up anything. Oh, Joe Blackman back on the
He's
board.
back off.
All right.
He's definitely using Google. That's why I turned off his camera.
Now, what team received the most red cards? Was it Manchester United? Was it Crystal Palace? Was it Leeds? Or was it Wolverhampton? I remember, Casemiro did get 2 cards. But it was not enough.
Hey.
Because Wolverhampton were the ones who received 6. All right. Not,
Rude. About I'm using Google and I got the next question wrong. Rude.
Yeah, you're just trying to throw us off the track.
Imagine you ask Jeeves than
Uh,
All right.
This team
What
had the
team
lowest
had
average
the lowest
possession.
average possession? And this is definitely a Tariq type of question. Whoever was saying that in chat earlier.
I said it's probably Chelsea.
that.
Once again, we can see a triangle on the board right here. Triangles are
And it's
triangling.
blue players as well, showing Chelsea.
Boy.
Nottingham Forest. All right. Let's see. Oh, Manch back up onto position number 3.
Joe's about to get relegated.
Now, what team had the highest average possession?
I mean, this should.
Once again, a triangle can be seen on the board. We're just showing off the triangles.
There's multiple triangles. The more triangles, the better.
All right, and the correct
okay.
answer was Manchester City. Boo.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, nope,
5 in a row,
everything
let's
is
go.
still going on. Kudus has
Give me
5
my
streaks.
crown right now.
Go on, kudos.
All right.
Kudos.
Who won the most manager of the month awards this past season? Was it Arteta? Was it Eric Ten Hag? Was it Pep? Or was it Eddie Howe?
I think I got this one wrong.
Yeah.
Get your answers, people. And
Hey.
the
Oh.
answer was Arteta.
I actually wasn't sure if it was Howe or Arteta. I just went with Arteta.
Yeah, same.
So let's see how things get shaken up. Oh, and it still looks like there might be a
Good
winner
champion.
already. What?
Yeah. I
Who
think
was
that's
the
the-
most expensive incoming transfer in Premier League history? Was it Anthony, the fidget spinner? Was it Declan Rice, Enzo Fernandez, or was it Jack Grealish?
How much was Enzo?
Game over. He's
It's,
done it. Give me the crown.
Way.
Enzo
Boom.
Fernandez, 120 million.
Yep,
Game
the
over.
most. So let's see what the happy hour podium looks like. In third place, you can see man like Mange.
Let's
Got the
go.
bronze. Taylor Swift got 22, silver. And in first place was Kudus. Very, very nice, very nice, very nice people.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You had
I did.
Vader runner-up and Joe Blackman. And
I dedicate that
Scott
win
number
to
five.
Eric Ten Hag. Come outside.
Kudus next manager.
Perfect. And we can see a little bit of the summary. See if anybody.
Does it show you how
Anybody
quick?
else?
Because for all those people telling me Google, let's see how quick. Because I was lightning quick answering those questions. Yeah.
I don't know if I can see how quick. I can see the podium. We can see the summaries, but I don't know. I don't know which one.
Alright, no worries, no worries.
Yeah.
Try
No
few-
worries.
few
No
more.
worries. So, all right, people. Well, that was the Power Hour. I don't know what week we are on. This has been going on
We're on
quite
week
for some time.
35.
Is it week 35?
Yeah, we're on Power Hour 35.
You are correct. It is in the title. I should have known this. Great host I am. Great host.
Cool. Yeah, great goal.
But all right, everybody. So the link is, I will put the link in the chat if anybody does want to jump in and have some discussions around the state of the league or the state of Manchester United. I know we do have a game against Fulham this season. And Stephanie Griffith, great, thank you for pointing that out. Don't forget to smash the like.
Man, them here talking about qualifying in Europa League, and I'm here lifting trebles. Come on, man. Come on, Joe.
Okay. Let's see who we have. Waiting for it.
Inside.
There we go. Welcome, little yo-yo in the house.
Yo, people. I'm outside, so it might be some background noise, but I'll keep it hush as much as I can.
No worries. How you feeling, bro? How you guys feeling about is it tomorrow we're playing or Sunday? Is it tomorrow?
We're first, man. 12. Tomorrow.
We're first. What? Half 12
Welcome.
kickoff?
I see
Yeah, man.
Vibes in the house
Oh,
as well as Jay.
man. Half 12 kickoff is never a good thing.
Come on, man. Where's the
Oh.
faith, man?
I got faith, but sometimes you got to be realistic with a little bit of superstition as well. Half 12 kickoff is usually a kind of fixture, especially we're going away to Creighton Cottage or whatever it is they're called. It's going to be interesting. But the boys they've got something to prove. The manager, the players, Manchester United itself has something to prove. So it should be a very, very high intensity game for us. I mean, that Fulham back line is nice. It's solid. Tim Ream is having a great season. Robinson as well is having a good season. João Paulinho, I wish we had gotten him. And their attack, I don't think it threatens us too much if they play with Willian, maybe Jimenez, Wilson. I don't know if Iwobi's going to start, but I know they have Divock Reed as well. So I don't think their attack should really threaten us. So I shouldn't really see us conceding. So for me, I'd probably say a 2-1 United win, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
More
I always back
importantly,
my
I want
team
to
to
hear
win.
what Vibes is about to cook, man. Vibes has got an agenda he needs to run.
Run it.
Hey guys,
Hey,
Yeah.
He's talking
Ollie
about
Defense, yeah? Ollie Defense League.
Let's go. Let's
Oh,
go. Come on.
Oh dear, let's
see,
go, go,
see.
Oh,
go.
yeah.
hey guys, can anyone hear me?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up, Jay?
Yeah,
Big
man.
up.
Big up, man. Welcome.
You
Hello, how you doing? All right.
Yeah, I'm good. We're good.
Well,
How
go on,
you doing?
JT.
So I was listening to your podcast earlier on about before I come into the live quiz. Yeah, what I was trying to say on the chat was that I do believe that Erik ten Hag has got the passion, but obviously with the tools he's got at the moment, I don't think he's performing that well. But I also think the reason why that is because we don't have the right formation. And when he puts the subs on, he doesn't put the subs on in the positions that need filling. I know we have got a less squad at the moment, but I believe that Ten Hag will turn this around.
What do you think is the right formation?
I think we should play a 4-4-2 or 5-3-2.
Yeah, see, I kind of agree with you there. Against City, I don't know if you guys would have seen me in Spaces. I was saying we needed to go with a 3-5-2. Where we attack as 5, defend as 5, and keep it compact as possible and use the flanks. I was adamant not to play City through the middle, and we end up doing it and losing anyway. But I do get where you're coming from, and I think those formations would have helped because of the lack of players available due to injuries. But you know, when Ten Hag tries something and he gets smacked, he kind of reverts and never really goes back to it for quite a while. He did it many times last season, and when he played the 4-4-2 this season against Brighton, we got smacked, and he's probably not going to try it again for quite some while. So, but yeah, Jay, I'm on the same kind of boat as that, to be honest.
Run this agenda vibes, man. I'm ready.
What's happening, Omo? What are you saying?
Listen, this manager is Omo. This manager is foolish. He doesn't know what he's doing. He lost the plot. I'm not Ten Hag out. I'm Ten Hag WTF. Ten Hag come outside. Ten Hag go to Marino Hotel and stay there. Don't
Joe, the people's eye, bro.
All right. You know what?
Let me explain why. I wanted to stay
Wait.
But if you constantly play the same players over and over, in that insanity, you play the same players over and over and they fail you. And we have the largest squad in the Premier League. You must not start Bruno every single game. You must not start Rashford every single game. You didn't want Maguire. You say you didn't want Maguire. You say you didn't want McTominay. You have injury crisis and you're playing them. Why are you playing them?
Well, who else is he going to play? Is he going to play Heaton at centre back?
Arteta didn't want Ozil. I said Ozil go home and watch the game.
No, sorry, that don't make sense. Who's he going to play at centre back? Tom Heaton? Like, what are you doing here?
Okay, hold on.
We have under 20 players there. We have under 16 players there.
Bro, about under 16, they get man said under 16, you know.
Wait, 1 second.
Man said under 16.
We need to moderate. Right?
Yeah. So I was just gonna say, just to be devil's advocate, right? If you didn't want Maguire and Maguire doesn't play what you want, you are playing Lindelof and Johnny Evans is also 2-footed, right? That's one. The second one is with McTominay. You're playing McTominay as a 10, high up the pitch, behind the striker. You have Mason Mount, you have Hannibal, you have Pellistri, even freaking Donny van der Beek, who is literally built in your image, is somehow not getting games either. You know, there is availability of players, but he's adamant on picking these two. I'm just saying.
Here's a question for you guys.
Go on.
Here's a question for you. I know we haven't got him in our squad, but would you bring back Mason Greenwood?
1,000%.
Sin bin.
100%.
Sin bin.
Thanks for the
And I was
question.
giving me number 7 too. And I was giving me number 7.
Yeah, sin bin.
No. You know why? Yeah, I am going to say
He only asked the question.
You know why? It's just a blood clot question, yeah. And you know what? Let me ask you this question, yeah. I'm going to ask the same question. Would you not take Greenwood back?
No, I wouldn't.
Nope.
I would.
You know
what? One at a time. Little Yo-Yo. Yes, you're right. Little Yo-Yo. Would you take him back?
No.
Next, Mark. Would you take him back?
Yes, and give him the number 7 shirt.
All right. No. Too much. You're talking too much. Hold on. Man, would you take him back?
No.
No. All right. Vibes. Would you take him back?
Hell no.
Listen, Bernie moved. Bernie, would you take him back?
I've always said that as long as someone can be rehabilitated, then they deserve a second chance. If Greenwood can truly be rehabilitated, I have no problems with him.
Oh, you can never know if he's truly rehabilitated, but we're going to start another conversation after this anyway. 1 second. Kudus, take him back, yes or no?
I'm taking him back in a heartbeat. He's legally clear. The club wanted to bring him back. We have an issue scoring, and you're telling me there's a kid that has left foot and right foot and puts the ball in the back of the net. Hell yes, I'm taking him back. Come on.
Right. Omo, are you taking him back?
Yes,
Sam?
yes, 100%.
All right. Now,
how about Jay? Jay, you asked the question.
One. How much people was that? No, Jay's taking it back, obviously. Yeah,
Actually, but here's the
Right,
thing.
right. Hold on, guys. Yes, I would take him back for the football, but no, I don't condemn what's happened. But obviously, I would take him back just for the football.
Wait, can I just put it out there? I'm pretty sure everybody here does not condemn what allegedly happened. But
no, you condemn. You condemn.
We condemn it. We don't condemn.
We don't condemn what allegedly happened.
But as if it allegedly happened.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah.
Allegedly.
There's a reason why.
Start canceling us.
There's a reason why he's out on loan because the club want to bring him back in January. That's what it is.
Listen,
I mean, yeah, the club wanted to bring it. The club openly came out to tell us that they were looking to bring him back in the first place. So who are we to say no? So who are we to say no? Don't bring him back.
Let's move on from this. We spoke too much on that, Pagan. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
It is a bit of a contentious topic. I think maybe we should.
But anyway, how about we go through the Fulham game? How would you guys line up, and what scoreline are you guys expecting? You know, what would you line up the team? And can I just put as well that Casemiro is apparently out for a couple of weeks as well, so he's not available for selection.
2 months, I heard.
They're saying till January.
Give me match break.
We are
2 months. There's apparently a hamstring.
Yeah, I heard it's January.
We are
maybe
finished, man. Our best.
Hey, well, according to Alao fans, he was the problem, so they should be happy.
Yeah, that's true.
This guy was our best midfielder, and he's out for 2 months. Yeah, Ten Hag
top scorer as well. Don't forget that.
You know what, do you know what? One thing I'll have to say.
Top scorer too.
You know what? Our fan base is a bunch of fickle dickheads. I don't even care. You know what? Our fan base is full of dickheads that are fickle. 100%. Full of dickheads that are fickle. You know what? Yeah, we were screaming how Casemiro was the man last season. Was he not?
Yeah.
Was he not the man last season?
We were like, we needed a DM, we finally got one.
First of all, comes in this season and he makes up for all the mistakes of Rashford and all the forwards that are not doing nothing, and he became our top scorer in the first couple of games. Yeah, and then we still have the nerves.
Joe, he still is the man. I was telling people this weeks ago. This instructions for the midfield, it's not on Casemiro. You've seen even when he's not in the team, we look so bad. It's not his fault. His passing, fair enough. You can blame him for the passing, but not everything else.
I don't care about the passing. This is why we still needed Fred, you know. This is the funny thing, yeah? This is why we still needed Fred, because Fred probably made up for some of his mistakes. Because Casemiro will make mistakes, but you know what? Fred is a go and get that ball.
But Joe, do you know what I don't understand though? Because fine, Fred has the legs, but Mason Mount has the legs as well. Why don't you put Mount next to Casemiro, or better yet, put Hannibal? Put Hannibal next to Casemiro.
We have done that. That's the problem. We've already done it.
He hasn't done that.
He hasn't.
Yes.
Okay, there are three names that come to mind. There are 3 names that come to mind, maybe 4 names that come to mind that can play right next to Casemiro and make up for whenever we lose the ball or we're looking, too open. There's Mason Mount, Hannibal, Kobe, and Amrabat. All 4 of them can play right next to Casemiro, and it's a solid, balanced midfield.
It doesn't matter who he picks. His midfield instructions stink this season.
In this game, we don't do balance.
It doesn't matter who you play. It's about what they're doing in the midfield.
And I'm not putting Kobe Mino into this team. Leave that kid away from you.
Yeah, I agree. I
don't mean like leave. What I mean is I don't want him to come into this mess.
Let him go on loan in January. Let him go play somewhere else and establish himself.
Because with the way Ten Hag's moving, he's gonna look bad, and then people are gonna blame him. So
for sure,
bro. You want Kobe Mino to go on loan right now when we've got
no, not on loan. I'm just saying, just for now, just leave him out the squad.
Go on loan to play first and football. He's over there playing with the under 20.
You might want to send him to Getafe with Voldemort.
I can't agree with that.
I don't want him on loan. I don't want him on loan.
Do you know why I say let him go? Because we do not deserve to have Kobe to come in and rescue our season at the detriment of his development. So let him go and play his football.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. But guess what? We can't allow our emotions to override
But it's not about emotions. We have proof. We literally have
Joe
proof.
just went all Italian on us. So read that, Joe.
but still, we're not careful, fam.
To this
See,
day,
I wouldn't know, man. I don't think he's the savior. I think some people are overhyping him a bit.
to this day, Scott McTominay is
One
an
person,
enigma.
one person can't be the savior. One person can't be the savior, but we can't. But he's a brilliant player. We can't even deny that.
What about
Somebody's background is backgrounding too much, yeah? Someone needs to either mute their background or mute their own selves. That's
So,
better. Whoever it was, you.
What I was gonna say was,
Looking
right,
like Manja, can't lie.
to this day, Scott
was it me?
McTominay is still an enigma to all of us in terms of what his actual position is and what he actually has. And the main reason is because he was rushed into United because Mourinho wanted to prove a point to Pogba, put him in a position that, one, hindered his development, and two, it was just such a mismatch, and we didn't know how to use him going forward. Now, fine, Ten Hag might be able to use Kobe, but what happens then when Kobe comes in? Our midfield all of a sudden has balance. We start playing good football. Everybody's happy in high spirits, and then Kobe gets injured or needs rest. So then what? We can't play football again.
The thing is, it's not the personnel that is the problem. It's the
It's the instructions. 100%.
That's the thing.
Yeah, just play Kobe in the cups,
think
man.
it matters. Yeah.
I think some of our fans are just overhyping him a bit too much. I'll be honest.
Let's not be surprised as well if Kobe comes
Can
in
I
and
ask?
plays
Can
him
I
as-
ask something?
Yeah, Joe. I think he's been a bit overhyped, you know.
Go on.
Go on, Jay.
Kobe is
So, who would you prefer on the right wing, Anthony or Palestri?
Palestri.
None of the above.
None of them. Put Steve McLaren on the left, on the right.
Marcus Rashford.
Let Anthony land now, fellas.
Low key, I'm thinking maybe even Mount.
Lots of young fellas still hope
Sancho.
Rashford or Sancho? Rashford or Sancho?
I'm
Jay
going
did
with
FIFA.
Facundo.
I've been saying that this manager should throw away the wingers because they're both off for nothing. Just compact the midfield and play with two strike up front. Like the wingers do nothing for you.
But you know something? If you put Rashford on the right, then that automatically means that he can cross the ball with his right foot. You put Anthony on the left, he can automatically cross the ball with his left foot. Holland's in the middle, starved. Like, bro, give me the ball.
I suggest you bench both Rashford and Anthony.
Who would you suggest that plays then instead?
Listen,
my starting wingers would be Garnacho on the left and Palistri on the right. Because when it comes to Palistri versus Anthony, he does everything better than Anthony. One, he won't be cutting back like Anthony. Two, he can actually pass and move, anticipate the through ball, and he goes to the byline, and he's going to put a cross in with his right foot. That's Palistri. And they both will draw a foul, but he's not as petulant as Anthony. Anthony is a red card waiting to happen. Similar
and what reality?
To Bruno.
Right? You guys think if Anthony was bought from Ajax for 100 million, he'd be playing more?
You know what? We haven't heard anything from the Manchukushner.
I'll go further than that. You play two striker.
I want to see if the Manchukushner is alive, people. Is he alive?
The Manchukushner is alive. I'm just trying to do a couple of things in the background. But so what I would say about what is going on with the club is
somebody's wrestling in the background.
Anyway, but yeah, so what I would say is I agree either going a 4-4-2 or you put in players who are a little bit more direct. The problem that we have with our current wingers is that they're just too selfish to provide service. Anthony, Rashford, they all look to just have the shot. Even Garnacho, they don't necessarily look to have that assist, and that's something that if I'm looking at that specific formation, I'm looking at for somebody who's looking to provide the assist. Now, if that's the case, then in that place, then play 4-4-2 and rotate them out and see who can actually shoot the ball, because we have not been doing anything as far as shooting practice. It's looked awful the whole season. and say, hey,
See,
there's two
this is why
spots.
he is the
Go
pride of
compete.
Manchester, people. Look at that sensational analysis. The pride of Manchester, right there.
The time is now.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
Go ahead.
What's wrong with using Donny van de Beek?
He didn't buy Donny van de Beek.
He's not good enough. That's the problem. He's just not good enough.
People keep talking
Bro,
about
you
Donny.
know, I
Guy, he
hate-
didn't bring Donny to Man United.
Sorry,
But
someone
I
said.
wonder, why do we always say that though? Why
Someone
is
said-
that always? Why is that always a point of conflict? No, it shouldn't be,
It's not
because
fact.
guess what? You have a squad of players. There is no manager.
bro.
There's
No,
no
no, no,
manager
no.
that comes into a club. There's no manager that comes into a club that gets a squad full of players.
Yeah, but
that
that's not the
he's going to
argument
buy.
about Donny van de Beek. The argument is, does Donny van de Beek suit the current style of football the manager who currently at Man United wants to play? We don't know that.
What
So you
style
don't
does he
really
want to play?
listen,
Hold on.
pause.
Wait.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
One second.
Decorum, one by
Hold
one,
on.
please.
There were
One
two-
by one. One by
all
one.
There
I'm
were two
posing
things.
is the
Executioner.
ideology. He might
One
not
second.
Mute
be
people.
Ten Hag's
Start
man.
muting.
It's
Mark,
not us
one
to judge
second.
that. He's the
Mark,
manager.
1 second, right? So there were two things that were said. The first thing that was said was Donny's not good enough. Okay, I want to go on that point first, and the second thing that was said was Donny doesn't suit the style of play for the current Manchester United manager. Okay, so the first one, Donny's not good enough. How do we know he's not good enough when he's not being played? Because when Donny actually was getting a run of game and minutes, he actually looked very good, and Ten Hag was playing him till he got injured, right? So we don't have a viable sample to go by. The second thing that you said there, or that someone said, was that Donny doesn't fit the current Manchester United manager's style of play. But he literally created Donny van de Beek in the embodiment of his style of play. So if Eric Ten Hag cannot get Donny to play his style of play, then who can?
Can
Or
I
who can he
interject
get
there?
to
Let me
play
just
that
interject
style?
on that last point you're making.
And
He
it suggests
created
that
Donny van de
something
Beek,
might be
right?
wrong with the manager himself, because if he cannot get one of his own students to play the way that he wants to play.
Listen. This is we don't start with that conflation there. Yes, he created Donny van de Beek, but he created Donny van de Beek for the Ajax style system, right? For the players who was in Ajax, Donny suit all those players who was on that field. When he dropped into that midfield, he matched them perfectly.
Okay.
Right? Donny doesn't match the play. I didn't say Donny not good enough. I would never say that, because I think there's a player in there. But what I do think is maybe currently with the players that we have, he don't fit that system, or he might not fit every game. We don't know. Last season, when he was getting the runner games, he went and got injured and was out for the rest of the season. So we are yet to really see what's the issue. We don't know what's going on for a fact. So we could say he created him for the Ajax style of system, but this is not Ajax. We don't have the players from Ajax, and most of our players, like it or not, they don't have the footballing intelligence to play the Ajax system. And I will name.
So
I could name
essentially,
one or
what
two.
you're saying is that our footballers are shit.
No, I'm saying that they have ability, but they don't have not the brain power. Some of them do. Rashford don't have footballing intelligence. If you want to tell me Rashford football intelligent, then I don't know what football we want.
No, Mark, what I'm trying to understand here, right, is in order for him to play a successful style of play or philosophy, you have to put as many of those players that understand it and can be able to execute it at least to a certain level for you to build something. Okay, that's a first for me. So when I look at my team and the players that are in there, players that I think can execute that: Martinez, Onana, Dalot and Wan-Bissaka, Malacia, Donny, Ericsson, Sancho, Pelistri, Hannibal, Mount. These are players
Monk,
that I think
I wouldn't say Monk, because let me be real, Monk is not a Ten Hag signing. He's a club signing. If he was a Ten Hag signing, he would be winning.
I disagree with that.
I disagree.
Hold on. Whether you guys disagree or agree with Mount being a Ten Hag signing or not is fine. I'm talking about the profile of the player being able to apply high intensity, a football brain, and know what he's supposed to do in positions, and be able to hold on to the ball and be able to manipulate space. I think Mason Mount has those characteristics. So
All
he
he
falls
does is
into
run
that
around.
category for me.
All Mason Mount is
Wait, can I just say one thing? People need to forget this Ajax idea, because their club is completely different to ours. They had the whole structure. Their their teams from under 16 to the first team played the same football. So just
not
please
about-
forget this.
Yes, it
that he's
is.
going to play this Ajax football.
Okay,
It's not going to
Can't
happen.
expect footballers who never play a Ajax style to just convert to that in a year.
That's
That's
not
a
what
madness,
I'm
especially when
saying.
they lack football intelligence.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about Ajax
in
style.
effect, you saying that he should play the players who you think fit the profile. But understand what I'm saying here. Like he said in the press conference today, right? He explained it, right? He said he
Yeah.
bring his philosophy,
Yeah.
but he matching it with the original style of Manchester United and what the players are capable of.
and
Now,
I understand that.
now, hold on for a second, right? If you understand that, then you wouldn't be suggesting players that you think fit the profile. Because
it's not
as
about
much
players
as,
that I think
yeah,
fit the
but that's
profile.
what. But you naming those players because I don't know who fit
But
his
what
profile
players? But
entirely.
what players did I start off with? I'm not
You
talking
start
about how
calling
Ajax
Mount-
play. No.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not talking about how Ajax play. I'm talking about players that fit how he wants to play right now. How he wants to
so
play.
how you
And I
think
mentioned
Mount fit how you want to
mentioned
play?
Martinez because
You
he
mentioned
bought-
Mount.
he bought-
I
I
just
mentioned
asking.
Martinez. Okay, fine. I mentioned Mount. That's one player. We can agree or disagree on that. That's fine. But I mentioned Martinez. I mentioned Onana. I mentioned Sancho. I mentioned Pelistri. I mentioned Ericsson. These are players that he has bought to come and play a certain style at Manchester United. Not necessarily the Ajax one, but a certain style. And for me, I think Mount fits into that category.
He
And I
didn't buy
also think
Pelestri,
Donny.
right? So you can't mention.
Yeah, he
Pelestri.
didn't buy Pelistri, but I think he fits into that category.
I
okay?
think so too.
He
but
didn't buy
I
Donny, but
understand
I
what I'm
also
saying.
think that Donny fits into that category. So for me, if you want to execute whatever it is, you need to put as many of those players on the pitch to counteract the shit ones, so you actually have a good style of play and a good way of playing football for Manchester United.
Joe.
There again, I say, right? There's players that we would assume that fit the system that he trying to play. But from the way I look at it this season, because he don't have players like Martinez available, he don't have Luke Shaw available, which would solidify the backline that he built upon everything upon last season, right? He looking to find a different way until he get them back because the current players available to him in those positions cannot play the way they play. They cannot be replicated. No way, shape, or form.
I disagree.
So therefore, he has
Guys,
to
I
do something
appreciate the
differently.
debate, but I think we should move topic because it's going back and forth. I think Vibes has a very, very interesting point he'd like to bring up. So Vibes, please go ahead.
Hey, Joe, what are you saying? The Ollie talk, yeah?
Boy.
Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute.
You're on mute, Joe.
Joe, you're on mute.
Shame.
No, listen, before I said this, I don't want him back, by the way, yeah? He wasn't good enough, but it's just there's a point you made before that was interesting. You said he relied on individual brilliance, yeah? So what were we doing for a lot of last season when Rashford was getting the winners? Most games.
Don't get me wrong. Listen, I'm not a fan of this individual brilliance thing, yeah, but last season I could see a development of play, yeah? I'll tell you one thing I never saw under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yeah, was a good pattern of play.
That's cap. We scored a lot of team goals under him. And I didn't like him that much, but we scored a lot of team goals under him.
Yeah. His style of play was counter-attacking play. Fam.
What was our style of play last season? Counter-attack. What's our style of play this season? Try to counter-attack but fail.
There is no style of attack this season, yeah? There is no style of
Joe,
attack.
you know how bad it is? In the league table, our forwards have scored 1 goal. Sheffield United ahead of us with 2 goals.
Yep.
We're literally at the bottom.
Isn't that
1
a
goal
problem
for
on the
our
players
forwards
though?
combined.
Because let me be realistic.
You know what's sad about it? I just want to say one thing, yeah? Let me just say one thing, people, yeah? I don't want to hear all of this no more. Oh, you know what? I'm Ten Hag in, but this and that and that and that. No, you're lying. Don't lie to yourself. All you men that keep on saying this, yeah? You're Ten Hag out.
You can be Ten Hag in, but question what's happening right now. Let me ask you the question. If I asked you a question of how do we score goals last season, majority of you would probably tell me that it was probably high transition football from Bruno to Rashford, right? That's how we got majority of our goals last season. How do we score goals this season?
Well, you see, the biggest problem is that the players not finishing. So we could argue the style and argue Ten Hag being responsible for that, right? Which is, in my opinion, disingenuous because if the players was finishing goals in those same position last season, then the only people responsible for them not finishing goals in the same position this season is them. Something is wrong with them, not the manager, because the manager not kicking the ball. So if you want to blame our manager for our player not taking the chances that we are creating, because we are creating chances.
Can I say something here?
First half against Man City, we had 7 shots, 3 on target. Man City had 8 shots.
Do you think the quality of chances we created last season is lower?
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Speak on it.
Go ahead.
You see, stats can mess you up, because when Man City is having, let's say they had 8 shots, right? The movement that they made, the passes they made, the transitions they made,
no one cares.
To have that shot come off is completely different from us having 7 shots from 30 yards out, right? So the stats can't trick me, man. We are not doing anything once those forwards get the ball. Once the midfielders get the ball, they have no idea what they want to do. So it end up with somebody shooting from 30 yards out. And the stats, they count that as a shot, but it's really rubbish.
And that was actually what happened against City. When we went down, people just started taking shots. Same thing against
exactly.
I talk about the first half, right?
And then wait, let me just finish this. Let me just finish this up. Because somebody was saying that shit, lose my train of thought. But what I want to say though is that we are not creating any chances. This team is not creating any chance. Oh, yes, I remember now, because you were saying that it's not Ten Hag's fault. It's his fault, and let me tell you why.
I agree.
You can't win a game without scoring goals. You score goals when you create chances. Your aim should be getting those players to know how to create chances. Now, when you are watching the game, like I'm watching the game, and you see that those midfielders have absolutely no idea what to do with the ball, that players aren't running into spaces to receive the ball, that players aren't looking for the forwards so that the forwards can score the goals. When you are watching game after game and you realize that they are not doing that, what are you supposed to do as a manager? You're supposed to identify that, go into training and say, listen, we're going to work on some patterns right now. This is exactly what we're going to do, because at the end of the day, we need to start scoring goals. Our forwards have scored one goal altogether all season. We're what?
Yep.
Game 11?
Yeah, just one
goal.
And
so,
Andre,
it wasn't even like a team. It wasn't like a team goal. It was a Rashford banger at the Emirates. That's what the goal was.
Can I just say something there on the stats, right?
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it. I feel it. I can. He's cooking.
See, someone was bringing up stats about the City game, right? And you were talking about that we're creating chances. Okay, fine. Just the first half, and you're talking about that we're creating chances, but the players are not finishing. Okay, in the first half, we had 4 shots. City had 7. We had 2 on target. They had 4. But you know what's funny? When you go to the big chances, we had 0, and City had 3. They missed 2. And they obviously scored 1. I think we were 1-0 down or 2-0 down the first half. Overall, in the entire game, we had 1 big chance and we missed it. City had 7 big chances. They missed 4, but the game ended 3-0. So yeah, fine, we're creating chances. But what is the quality of the chances that we're creating? Because people are going to miss chances. They're not robots, they're human beings. Haaland misses probably the most chances, but he still finishes the game with a hat-trick because it happens over and over and over again, because there's a set style and pattern of play that they drill over and over and over again, regardless
that
of
header that he scored on the back post. That
All
header
right,
that he scored on the back post. He got 3 of them.
Yeah,
right? He got 3 of those. He missed 2 of them and he scored the last one.
Hey, for me, listen, to answer Joe's previous question, he's got a few more games for me.
Every day and we
That's
say,
it.
how do we score?
That's all he's got.
And I don't know how we score goals. I don't like how we score. I don't know how we're gonna score.
Yeah, but isn't that the players'
and
execution?
our best
though?
one scoring so far is if a team sit back, they sit deep in their half, and we trying to chase a goal. That's the only way we score now.
Yeah,
We
but
have
isn't
to
that the
constantly
player execution on the field, or the
Okay.
task on the field?
So-
Because if you
No,
give
it's how the
instructions, I'm just
manager
asking a
instructs
question, right? I'm just
So
asking a
let's-
question, right? Because we basing this on the fact that we assume the manager don't give any instructions. We assuming that they don't practice any patterns of play, because that's what we're assuming right now, right? And at the same time, I could say, you know what? The players not executing, right? And if the players were executing the patterns and the instructions that he's given, because he's spoken about it many times, the players have not executed. They have not followed the principles. He's spoken about that time after time after time, game after game after game, right? So I'm just asking a question, right? When we watch these players, they don't look like they're running the extra half yard. They don't run and make it go into 50-50 challenges like other players. We can naturally see other teams just look more hungry. So isn't this a problem with the players themselves executing or getting themselves up for the game? Because you could tell me a manager could manage, right? But you could gas up players how much you want, train them how much you want, tell them all the nice things, back them in the media all you want, because he's backed them heavily, right? And then they go out on the pitch and they drop stinkers. So at the end of the day, we could say change it. Look, he changed it the other night. He made 9 changes to the team the other night. And we still packed 3 goals, right? So we had to understand, sometimes it may be the players not executing right. It's not just the manager. We could blame the manager because he's responsible, for the original style of play and all those things, but the execution is down to the players.
Okay,
so let me ask everybody. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go round table.
Sorry, can I just quickly say this point? We've seen when players aren't executing, we see what the manager does, right? When Sancho was sorry to bring him up, when he wasn't executing whatever he wanted in training, we see what happened. Same with Ronaldo, same with Casemiro, same with whoever. So if the players aren't executing what he asks them to do, why doesn't he make a decision on it?
Oh, you could go up against Bran Rashford. You could anybody here, any manager could go up against Bran Rashford. All of them get sacked because of Rashford.
Well,
if we don't
Ralph
know, right?
Rangnick
I'm just saying. Ralph Rangnick gets sacked.
Well, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
Oh, this is the see. It's not Ten Hag because obviously if Ten Hag was backed by the
manager,
team,
and should the manager
Maguire would be out the door.
because
Scott
he's afraid?
McDermott.
Can I just tell you something? Can I just tell you something? If he goes up against Brand Rashford, right, and he drops him, play somebody who's going to do what he and execute what he asks for, and he gets wins and he gets results behind his belt, nobody's going to care about Rashford.
Yeah, well, that's whataboutism, because look, he do it Saturday. We didn't get a result. So
let me ask everybody this.
All right, guys.
No, well, I was saying, but
I'm gonna start muting everybody. Okay, so we're gonna do a round table, right? We're just gonna go one by one. And I'm gonna ask you this question: do you think that it is the manager's tactics, or is it the players who are not doing well? Which one? Just one of the two. So we're gonna stop right at the top. Yo-Yo, is it the players or is it the manager?
Is there an option for both?
Yeah.
Or is it just one or the other? Is that what it is?
Which one do you think is the bigger problem? I mean, they're both problems this season, but which one is the bigger problem?
For me, I'm leaning more towards the manager because the players are more clueless. If they could actually build some sort of clear patterns of play, then I think things would be a lot easier. But there is justification for the players being accountable as well.
Okay. So Yo-Yo is manager. Okay. What about Mark?
I would say I would lean to more the players because at the end of the day, we see what happened last season. So I can't say that the manager don't have any good tactics. And I can only say that, maybe the players having trouble with the execution. Maybe they're a little confused. Maybe they're not sure every single time what they're supposed to do sometimes. And, at the end, I just feel like they could do better or they could try harder. That's just me.
Okay. Thank you. Manj, haven't heard you for a while.
It's 100% the players because they've thrown previous managers underneath the bus and they're going to do it again with Ten Hag as well. So it's the players, 100%.
Okay, thank you, Manj. Now, what about Vibes?
Or the manager, mainly for the midfield, because we've seen whoever walks into that midfield, it's always open. And whether you like him or not, rate him, disrate him, Bruno, he always puts him on the right for no reason. He's best when he's at number 10. But yeah, I think for the midfield, that's on him.
That's a fair point. Benedict?
Yeah, sure. All right. So for me, both sides have issues, but the bigger issue for me is the manager. Because listen, good players leave their club, come to our club, look shit. Shit-looking players leave our club, go to other club, and they look good. What's the difference? You understand? So I believe that as the manager, right, the manager should identify where the players are not doing well, right, and make the changes where necessary. And I'm like this. Listen, you can't be a coward as a manager. You can't have your philosophy and change it because you think the players are shit, right? You have to force your way to get your way. In other words, you stick to your philosophy. Everyone will be able to see what your philosophy is. And then you can make the demands for the changes where you need to get them. I'm different. I prefer to die on my hill. I prefer to stick to my gun and die on that hill. But when you revert to a system that, especially the fans hate, it has nothing to, it's not your philosophy. The fans hate it. Then you're going to have the fans turning on you, and then the players are going to throw you under the bus, like what they are doing to him right now. Right? Okay. Also, as a manager, you cannot afford to have favorites. You cannot afford to be afraid of players that you can't. He can't even sub these players. When Rashford thought he was getting subbed a few games ago, he was literally throwing a tantrum until they said, "No, it's not you. It's Rasmus." And you see how the fans feel about Rasmus getting subbed, because why? He's the only player who looks consistently good in that team, and he's in the graveyard shift. Yeah. So the manager, for me, has to take the responsibility.
I'm sorry, but I disagree with something you just said about the fact that you can't. Did somebody tell you to go back to work, burn it? I said, burn it. Burn it, and it's gone. Burn it, I'm back to work. But listen, yeah, honestly, one thing I'm going to have to say what Bernie just said, was that that's bull. Because if you ain't got the players to play what you want to play, what are you going to do? You understand what I mean? You have to do what you have to. If either you're going to stick to your guns and get fired, and then, I'm going to play what I want to play. I'm just going to try and play what I want to play. And then you don't have the players to actually play that system. Guess what? You're going to get fired quicker, fam. Yeah. At the end of the day, if I've recognized that the players that I've got in my team, listen, I train with them every single day. Yeah. And I realize that these players can't do what I'm asking them to do. Why am I going to keep doing the same thing? Again, that's the
but Joe, he's the one. He didn't pay this much for him, and I defended Anthony last season. He's the one who desperately wanted Anthony, and I ain't gonna blame him for the price tag. That's not him. I defended Anthony last season, but we keep saying he's not got this, he's not got that. Like, he's had a lot of what he wanted, and the injury excuse actually kind of annoys me now, because Newcastle had a proper weak team and they bullied us.
Hey, they bullied us. Say that the manager is not without reproach, I'm not saying that. The manager is not without reproach. Please understand that I'm not saying that,
Mr. Joe, I think we need to go back to the thing that Tradition was trying to do. We're going to go back to Kudus now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joe, for you, was it the managers or is it the players that's the bigger problem?
For me, right now, it's still the players is the biggest problem, and the fact that it's just easier to get rid of the manager, fam. It's just easier. That's why we're all going towards it. That's my opinion. It's easier to get rid of the manager, but the players are mostly the problem.
Okay, what about you, Kudus?
So firstly, they are both issues. Right now, in the short term, it's the manager. Because at the end of the day, you have bought 2 goalkeepers, you have bought 4 midfielders, you've bought 3 defenders, and you've got 2 attackers as well. You can't tell me that you're not able to coach players or apply a system that these players can succeed in when they're the same players that you bought, so that you don't have to coach players because they already know what you want them to do. And on top of that, where managers get where they make their bread from, right, is the ability to be able to coach players. The ability to be able to coach players, not necessarily players that fit your style of player or whatever, but players that you can take from the what you call it, they're gems and you polish them. We've seen Eddie Howe, players like Joe Linton. I mean, Joe Linton they bought as a striker. They're using him as a midfielder, and it's working. Dan Burn they bought, and the guy will tell you literally exactly what Eddie Howe wants them to do. They understand. And that's the thing about these players. When you're playing a certain style of play and they understand it and it's working and getting results, they're your best friend. When you change it and they don't understand it and it's not working and they're not getting results, they're going to throw you under the bus. And especially when you have players sitting on the bench who can do the job for you, but you don't want to use them because you're afraid to bench other players. So he's got majority blame there. It's about in-game management and also man management, both at which he's shit at. So for me, it's the manager.
Okay.
All right. Do you know what, Kudus? Let me ask you a question then.
Go on.
In or out?
For what? Ten Hag?
There's no other question, fam. Who is it? In or
Oh,
out?
we'll do the other round. We'll go around with everyone with that one later then.
Let's
We'll
let
get
Omo and Jay answer the question so we can have the final tally and see. Is it Omo? Is it the manager or is it the players?
It's the manager. So you pick the players out, like 100%. Like you pick the players out, and they go out there, they fail. You make changes, but you don't make changes. Like you're scared to bench certain players. You don't want certain players in the team. You send them away. You bring them up. You bring them back because you have injury crisis. Makes no sense. Stand on your guns. Like do what you have to do to succeed. But if you do what the player has to do to succeed, that's your fault.
Okay. And then last but not least, Jay, is it the players or is it the manager?
This is my opinion.
Which one is it bigger?
This is my opinion. I agree with Joe. It is the players because you should be wearing the badge and should be playing for your team. It's like you. If you've got a manager at your work, telling you to do something and you go and do something different, and you don't perform as well as you do, you're not going to get the results. Whereas if the manager says to you, "Oh, I want you to go and sell 15 mobile phones," and then you're not going to get you go and do something different, you're not going to get the results as you are. But yes, Ten Hag does make the wrong decisions by making the wrong times on substitutions. But it's the players. They should know how to play in their positions and stay in their positions and be able to be consistent with the passes and be consistent with goal scoring, passing to each other and working as a team. But the last few games, I've seen that Rashford's been ball greedy and he's not actually been part of passing properly to Rasmus Højlund. Because if he passed to Rasmus Højlund, we'd probably score a lot more goals and probably win a lot more goals. But unfortunately, it is the players.
Sorry, Jay. If you think players should know how to do all these things and fight for the badge and everything, then what's the point of having a manager?
Because
Joe's about to start swinging.
Hey, Joe's about to punch his screen.
Bro,
Joe's like, don't go anywhere.
let me end it with me. For me, I think it's the players as well. But I just wanted to show you guys that it is literally half and half. We completely are 50-50. So half of us think the players, half of us think it's the manager.
And that's a problem because
that is the problem with the fan base.
No.
Listen, it is a bit of both. To be fair, it's a bit of both.
What that shows you is that there is clearly something about the manager that we're having a 50-50. Because if it was clearly the players, majority would be on board. If it's clearly the managers, majority would be on board. But that means that both, there's something wrong there. So if we got to sack the players, sack the manager as well.
Nah, you know what? Yeah, I think I fell into the same trap here when Mourinho was here. Yeah, I think I fell into the same trap that I think everybody's still on, bro. Yeah, you know what? I didn't like Mourinho, innit? I just didn't like him. I didn't even want him as a manager in the first place. Yeah, but I'll tell you this right now. Yeah, now that I reflect on things, yeah, hindsight is a bitch. Yeah, because looking at it in hindsight, I shouldn't have backed Pogba. I shouldn't have backed any of these players. None of these players deserve my backing. Not any one of them. Yeah, they can't keep thinking that, oh, I'm just going to wait it out. Oh, I'm just going to walk around the pitch. You know what I hate the most? You know what? Last season, sorry, not even last season. The season when Oli was here, yeah, before Oli got fired, I saw Marcus Rashford walking about the pitch. yeah. The next season, I'm cheering him because he scored 30 goals. He's still a dickhead. Yeah, he is still a dickhead, but I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, do you know what? We get fooled by the fact that they will just come in and do a couple of games and they will.
Joe, do you back Martinez?
Sorry?
Do you back Martinez?
Do I back Martinez as in
Yeah.
my butcher, the centre back?
Yeah.
100%.
And Casemiro?
50%.
Okay.
No,
and
85%.
Varane?
85%. Varane, also about 80%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this season, the manager's having issues with them. Okay. And these are players that gave us the results of last season. They were very influential to it. And now the manager's having issues with them. And the backup players are coming in and are unable to carry out what the manager wants. Okay. So is it those players' fault or is it the manager's?
I'll tell you this right now. I don't think it is the manager's fault that he's asking players to come in and they're not able to do what he wants them to do. That's one thing you have to understand what I'm saying to you, yeah? Because the first team is the first team for a reason. Those are probably the players that he feels that can do the job in the first place, yeah? And we wouldn't know a first team if he hadn't chosen a first team.
Fine.
Why are you so quick, blood?
Nah, that's crazy.
I want that picture. But anyway, listen, yeah.
I have the same picture ready as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be my picture, yeah. When I start doing these good, bad, and ugly shows, you know, me and Bots are supposed to be doing the good, and bad, and ugly today, but time persisted and he had to go to work in it, so it's gonna come tomorrow morning. By the way, people, yeah, tomorrow morning, be awake for the good, the bad, and ugly, because there's nothing good to talk about.
The bad, the ugly, and the uglier.
It's just gonna be good, ugly, yeah. But honestly, like on a real perspective, yeah, the manager has what he has available towards him, in it, yeah. In a day-to-day basis, he will see what's good for him on the pitch, like when he's doing training. But for real, I feel that just because there are people, he's choosing the second string, yeah. And let's face it, honestly, I don't think he really chose the second string for that match. He was always going to do that for that match, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Maybe some people's performances might have left him out of the team, but is he really taking the Carabao Cup that serious? And was he really going to play his first team if we got who we got on the weekend again? Fulham on the weekend. I mean tomorrow. Yeah, I really don't think he was ever going to play the first team. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, honestly, yeah, keep it there because I'm going to preach. Yeah,
see, I agree with you, right? But where I'm a bit confused is we have players who are necessarily supposed to be in our first team and are still confused, or players who have the opportunity or the ability to get into the first team and are still confused. And the players I'm talking about are the likes of Amrabat, Mount, Garnacho, Pellistri.
Would you call them confused? Hold on, would you call them confused or not doing what he's asked them to do? Because I don't think Garnacho looks confused. You know, he just looks over in too deep. Like he keeps trying, like with people like Garnacho. When I watch him play, I feel like the manager's told him, listen, be direct, be a man, pass the ball off. Because that's what he keeps trying to do. I mean,
I think he's done otherwise. Because I seen the same with
better
Anthony.
than Rashford.
Because it was the same with Anthony, though. Anthony before used to want to take a man on, want to do a skill, this, that, and the other. Now Anthony's more cautious. I think it's the same with Garnacho. And okay, let's take those two apart, right? What about Mount?
Okay.
What about Mount? Why does Mount look confused? Like he doesn't know what he's supposed to do. And that's who, well, apparently the fan base said is coming to bench Bruno, which I don't think so.
Well, all right, let me just say one thing to you, Kudus, yeah, before I go any further, because I know other people need to talk as well, because me and you have this back and forth, yeah. In all honesty, yeah, I feel if you have a system, yeah, or the manager's trying to implement a system, yeah, and you have 2 or 3 or 4 players on the pitch that don't want to implement that system, don't you think the players that are still left on the pitch are going to look a little bit lost when people are not in the positions they should be in when he's trying to pass the ball off, when he's got his head up looking around for someone to pass to, and this man is over there and that man is over there, and he's like, who am I supposed to pass to then? I got to pass it backwards, isn't it? A lot of the time the people look confused because people ain't supposed to be doing.
Joe, I love the fact that you said that because
This is
this fan
beautiful.
base, when
You
I
activated
said
the
it
trap
about
card.
Jadon Sancho, they fucking denied it. When I said it about Sancho, they
I like
denied
Sancho.
it.
Look, Sancho has only made his own bed for it. Sancho is his own dickhead, isn't it? Because I love Sancho. Listen, Sancho, I'm about to cuss you, but I love you. Yeah, you should just say sorry, you dickhead. How many times have you not? How many times have people said sorry in this world? Yeah, when you don't mean it. Yeah, that is not me. Anyway,
I think just to quickly round up because so other people can talk. I think if it wasn't made public about the apology and everything, it would have been done. But I understand when there's certain players that grew up in a system and understand how a system's supposed to work, and other players aren't executing it, they look completely trash and completely wrong. Which is why for Manchester United, when we buy these type of players like Sancho or Pellistri or Amado or whoever, and I know
and
that
our
they have
strikers.
and Hoyland as well, exactly. And I know that they have the ability to play in a system and make it work, and it's not being executed. They look like they're completely shit, which is why I made the statement earlier that you have to put as many people who understand how to work together as in a system for it to work, for whatever it is you're trying to do to work. And when you're trying to achieve something like that, fighting with players that can do that for you, players like Casemiro, Varane, Sancho, I don't think it's the way to go. But I'll rest my case on all that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing because other people need to talk, but I disagree.
Someone sent me that picture. I need to change mine as well.
The manager has lost the plot.
See, I personally feel tomorrow that we should bench Rashford and Bruno and give the youngsters a chance, like Pellistri.
Do you know what? I want us to bench one of them.
No,
bench
exactly. I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. Play Bruno without Rashford.
Yeah.
Play Bruno without Rashford.
Yeah, and give Pellistri and Ganato Mainu a chance.
Yeah.
Also, that Newcastle game, I hated when he brought on Bruno and Rashford in that game. I hated it. I was almost Ten Hag out. I was this close to Ten Hag out because he brought both of them on. I don't want to see them against that Newcastle team. I didn't want to see them at all. Just rest them.
Yeah.
But because those kids are never gonna play again. Knowing this manager, they will never play again. That's it. That's their only chance to play, and they will never play again. But this Fulham is gonna start Bruno. He's gonna start Rashford as usual. He's gonna play Hoyland on top. He's gonna play Amrabat. He's gonna play Hannibal because Casemiro's injured, and he's gonna play Anwar Bissaka because Dalot needs some rest. But I this manager, he might play Dalot left back.
Sorry, Omo. I don't know if y'all seen. There's some news coming out from Fabrizio about Rashford partying. He said that I'm aware of it. Also spoke with him about it. Unacceptable. Marcus apologized. That's it. It's an internal matter. He is very motivated to put things right. He makes a mistake, but he's totally with us. All good.
Hold on. Who made that statement?
Fabrizio tweeted it out.
Hold on. Ten Hag said that, yeah?
Ten Hag said that, yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's it. Move on. That's it.
He's playing. He's starting next game.
Well, if you
see an issue with it anyway. He went out for his brother's birthday. I mean, is he a big issue with it?
This man is showing Sancho how it's done, fam.
No. Hold on. Ten Hag never made anything public about it. He said, "I am aware of it," but he never made anything public about it. They had a discussion in-house.
So
and
if you remember,
in-house, Sancho Rashford apologized.
In-house.
Exactly. And like I said, if this was not brought to the public about Sancho, it would all be sorted. It would have all been
industry.
I guess.
No.
Lastly. Hold on. Lastly, he said.
Wait, hold on.
Lastly, I'm gonna turn the camera on for this, right? He said it's unacceptable, but there is no repercussions. Unacceptable, but no repercussions.
What the hell?
Wait. Why did he say there were no repercussions?
Okay, what's going to be the repercussion?
No. I'm saying, why did he say that there were no repercussions?
Because why would there be?
Is there no?
Because why would there be? He went out on a Sunday after a game. They have lives, you know.
Because Marcus apologized.
I don't think there should be any repercussions, if I'm being honest. Yeah,
there shouldn't.
I don't think so. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. But let me make the point that I was. Let me make this point. Let me make this point. Right? Marcus didn't have to apologize for that because he has a life. He can go to a party if he wants. He's not on club time. It's not like he skips training to go to a party. He's free to do that. But man is smart. Man knows what the optics are. Man knows how people are going to twist it. Man knows what people are going to do with it. Man goes to the manager and says, I see the optics, man. I'm sorry about that. Manager says, that's fine, man. Let's move on.
Listen,
Sancho, on the other hand.
Yeah, Sancho is still not apologized, even though he said he'll do. Sancho said he'll do everything to get back to fight for this club, and he can't do an apology. It's the same situation apparently. That's something.
Okay, smart. Okay, you're saying it's smart, but
that's what Sancho has to do. That's what he has to do.
Are we forgetting the media outlook on this, right? This didn't come out publicly. No, hold on, I'm trying to get somewhere here. This didn't come out publicly, right? For Sancho, remember when he went to New York for a party with Wan-Bissaka? What was said? When he was playing FIFA, right? When he was not part of the team and he was playing FIFA, what was said? But the fan base didn't think, you know what, this guy has a private life as well outside of football. Not even to remember the fact that during that international break, when Sancho came back, him and Ten Hag actually sat down and they went through his training and all that kind of stuff. Him and Ten Hag are probably cool, but because in the media's eyes, Sancho has to apologize before he's back in the team, there's an issue.
Freeze!
Man's thinking about it.
Wait, hello. Who said freeze and then Bernadette froze?
Inside.
So I'm just saying, look, I'm not against that. Raw man really clipped me up, you know. I've nothing against.
Full screen.
You lot are too quick.
Way too quick, fam.
Way too quick, fam. Look at that, man.
It's deadgy.
But yo, hold on. I've nothing against Rashford. Look, the guy can party. If he can go out every Sunday night if he wants, bro. Like I honestly don't care. He can do whatever he wants with his money. I'm not gonna pocket watch. I'm not gonna judge him for having fun and enjoying. God knows if I'm a footballer, I'm doing the exact same thing. But what I'm just trying to make you all understand is how the media views it and how the fan base views it, right? Are two completely different things because on their perception of what the player that they like. That's all I'm gonna say. Please stop clipping me off. I beg you.
Going back to Rashford. Do you remember last season when he was late for training and Ten Hag dropped him for the first half?
Yeah, and then he brought him back on to score a goal. So I mean,
yeah.
Okay, so fine.
Yeah,
okay, let's use that. Okay, let's use that. Ten Hag dropped Rashford because he didn't reach the right levels in training. Why didn't he bring him back in?
Sorry, what?
Because everyone's missing one thing. Everyone loves Sancho, yeah.
That's the thing, right?
That he released a statement saying, "I'll do whatever it takes to fight for this club." All you had to do, even if he didn't mean it, say sorry. You would have been playing on the right, not Anthony, not Pellistri. It would have been you.
Okay, so
you're
that's
a very foolish man. It's still gonna be Anthony. Like this man just so predictable.
You know, it might have still been Anthony, yeah. But
this was when Anthony was on his madness out the squad, didn't it? The spot was open for him.
When we have to let you on the bench, like this man.
The very day after Sancho posted that, all you had to do is say, "Hey, I'm sorry, Ten Hag." Next day, he would have been walking into that team, and it would have been for an extended period of time too.
Sorry, and also say, you know, I'm ready to fight for this team 100%. Bro, people.
I'd be the biggest hypocrite. I'd be the biggest liar, and I don't like lies, man. But I'd be the biggest liar. I'm going to them. I'm saying, boss, I messed up. I want to come back. I'm sorry, boss. I'll clean every player's boots.
Who never?
I'll wash their socks
in the air.
I'll wash the kits, fam.
Put your fingers behind your back like this, you know. I'll be like,
hey yo.
Sorry. Yeah.
Because I want to play football. How can you, as a professional player, be happy sitting out for months not playing football and you're not injured? This man's not a professional.
Do you know? I'm 38 years old, right? And if I was given the chance to play for Man United for one game, I would take it up.
Some people just want to enjoy life without the get. Without
Man, I'd be busting my lungs.
Yes,
I would
busting
run
my
my heart out
lungs.
for 90 minutes on that pitch. I would
Yeah.
run my guts out for that 90 minutes on the pitch to give them that one chance.
Yeah.
To make it one
I'll do it, fam.
These guys don't care.
And if they
bro.
say,
Realize-
man, when if you want to play if they say, Bernie J, if you want to play one game for Manchester United, then you have to spend the whole week washing the kits. Yeah? Give me them. Yeah?
I'll do it by hand.
Oh,
There is
this
no
man ain't serious.
there is no heart in this team, man. There's no heart in this team. None. No heart.
Sorry.
Who is the heart of this team? When you look at the team, yeah, who is the heart of the team?
Kobe
I'm
Manu.
injured right now. Is it Sandro
Manu.
Martinez?
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you.
Will I tell you who's
No,
the heart
no
of this
heart in
team?
the team.
Will I tell you who's the heart of this team? The heart of this team is Eric Ten Hag.
There you go. And what you saying?
Boom.
You want it gone? You want to rip out the heart because you are Ten Hag out. I hear it in your voice.
You know,
Yeah?
but you know, when your heart isn't functioning,
All
your body's going
right.
to die. So
You want the
therefore,
heart
Oh, you know what,
transplant?
Joe? Shall we
You need
move
a
on to that? Are you
transplant.
10 hog in or out?
You
We'll just
need
all
a
answer that.
transplant.
Ten Hag,
Man
you
wants
know
a
what,
heart transplant, fam.
Yo,
Oh, God. What's that, man? What's
He's
that,
about to sing an
fam?
R&B track. You want to be singing an R&B track or not?
I'll tell you this, yeah, I'm Ten Hag in. I'm still Ragnick in. Yeah, we get rid of people too quick. People don't get given the right time. When I tell you
Hello.
that our team is just functioning without body parts. You're talking about he's the heart, yeah? Bro, right now, our team ain't functioning at all, bro. Yeah. We need, just like Ragnick said, open heart surgery. And if Ten Hag is the heart, that means you want him out. Because the heart ain't pumping right now. There's no blood going to any of the vascular veins, fam. Yeah, there's nothing happening. Yeah, we're not.
Don't get me wrong. It's not.
Listen,
I don't think
Marcus
it's.
Rashford got no contract. The manager was done. The moment like players were getting no, the moment old players were getting no contract, the manager was done. Like his heart is on the, like you're done already. You're done already. Shaw got no contract. Delo got no contract. Rashford got no contract. You're done. You are done. There's nothing you can do about it.
Whoa. Do you know what's funny? Yeah, because you know what I'm about to say on the show that I was supposed to do tonight. I was actually going to say, do you know what the funny thing is? The person that we've been cussing out for how long? Yeah, the person that we've been cussing out for how long might actually be the savior of this club.
Who?
Save the content. Save the content, bro.
Yeah, save the content. Save the content.
Don't reveal. Don't reveal
I
it.
won't entertain it now.
Did you just see the sixth Glazer member is going to be the savior of our club?
Listen, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Just make sure you join
Yeah,
the
save
11.
that, save
Okay.
Marlon Song.
I'm gonna wait for it tomorrow.
You better send me the StreamYard link for that one, yeah? Because
don't worry. Tomorrow,
Ratcliffe.
And what time would that be?
I hope you're not blaspheming, you know.
Listen,
I'll be
what I'm
tuning in
saying
for this.
It's part of what I'm thinking, isn't it? Yeah, because at the end of the day, we are. Do you know when you're lost for hope, fam? Who are you turning to? And right now, do you know when a starving man would look at anybody right now and ask for food, fam? Yeah,
Joe.
We are starving when it comes to our football. And Kudus, I know you keep saying my name, but I tell you right now,
say my name.
I only have one thing to say.
Copy mine on my own play tomorrow.
Just one thing.
You know what? I actually agree with Joe. You know, I actually agree with it.
Friend of the Glazers, enemy of United. That's all I have to say.
all I'm gonna say is this, fam. Yeah, have you never heard of a double agent?
Man said double agent. He's
Listen,
gonna do
listen,
some-
I agree with
some
you. At
Johnny
this point,
English-
they're starving
Johnny
for something.
English
So I'm just going to see how it turns out with it. There's no point hating on him yet, even though I dislike him.
There you go. You know what? He was right. Listen, take Qatar out of the equation. Like properly take. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Tomorrow, talk to me tomorrow.
Nah,
'Cause
I
I'm
get,
just-
I get where-
Save it, man. Save it. Save it.
I get where you're coming from. The only thing I'll say is,
Wait.
if
Tomorrow.
we didn't know what we could have had, then it could be a
No.
different
Don't
situation.
say anything. Keep it for tomorrow. Yeah, because the show has been 2 hours already. Yeah,
Joe,
save it for tomorrow. Yeah?
Joe will be at KG show. And
we will be there. We will be there.
Make sure.
100%.
KG channel, Make sure. Good, bad, ugly, because we're going to discuss all the ugly.
Yeah.
Bad, ugly, and uglier.
Listen,
Oh, you say it's gonna be on KG's channel?
Yeah, fam. Man's got the keys. I got the keys. I can't even do a show tonight because I got KG's keys and I can't even sign out. I was going to play some FIFA, but
We will be there.
Well,
So I've
ladies
got
and gentlemen, I
keys.
think it's been a great discussion. I don't want to be like bots and keep you guys here hostage for 5 hours. So I think we should.
Can we do one more thing before we go?
What's
Can we
that,
do one
Yo-Yo?
more thing
What's
before
that?
we go? So I want us to have a 10-second silence for the demise of Manchester United. Is it possible?
Oh, turn your cameras off and everything. Mute your microphones. For oh. That's enough.
One last thing.
Thank
one
you very
last
much,
thing,
everyone.
guys.
Appreciate
One
it.
last
Bloody
thing.
hell.
One last thing.
Go on.
Score predictions for tomorrow.
I already said 2.
Glory, glory, Man United.
2-1 Fulham, Andres Pereira winner.
Ian Beale,
Check out
hold on,
Stevie
let's-
Wonder over here.
Make my picture big. Make my picture big. 1 second. 1 second.
Stevie Wonder, go on.
Is that Ian Beale?
Huh?
BB King.
Yeah, Joe, we've got nothing left. We've got nothing left. You know how much it's going to piss me off to see Andreas Pereira score tomorrow?
Half 12.
Why are you
And
inflicting judge on us,
listen,
man?
you know who else they've got? They've got Iwobi and William.
Listen,
One of them is going to score.
listen.
William,
William's up
talk
for
about
that.
balls
No
about,
matter
America.
what, so far this season, the most annoying thing is seeing an ex-Arsenal player dunk on us at Old Trafford. And let me just remind you, the game before that as well, freaking Phil Foden tried doing a bikey in a Manchester derby. Listen, all things you guys think are going to happen this season, they probably will happen. So just
It's gonna
prepare
happen. It's gonna
Prepare
happen.
yourself.
Because everybody's taking the piss. Everybody's taking the piss. We're the
I just
laughing
remember
stock.
Jesse Lingard used to use them as a freaking dancing stadium, and now this guy's dunking.
You know what? Actually, before we go, I want to ask everybody here one question. Yeah,
Go on.
how far are you willing to let it go? If you say you're 10, everybody here said either 10 Hag in or 10 Hag out. Nobody said 10 Hag out. Yeah, but how far are you really willing to? Where would you be willing to finish tonight? I mean, not tonight, this season. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. For me,
And still keep 10 Hag.
For me, if
And
we
still
lose
keep
tomorrow, and we lose against Copenhagen in the Champions League, 10 Hag out for me.
Okay. All right. That's real talk.
I've said for me it's the Liverpool game, but if it's where we're going to finish this season, then it has to be third or above because I need to see progression, not regression. So yeah, he set the standard. Now he made the bed. Now he's got to lie in it.
Do you know what? We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Little Yo-Yo.
Ooh. See, I'm in the middle at the moment, so I'm willing to give him this season, to be fair. But if there is some like disastrous results, then I'm
When we get slapped
leaning more
10
in-
No, but
against
where would you be,
Liverpool
where would you be willing to finish is what I'm saying, fam, yeah?
Oh, so
It could
willing
be
to
some
finish?
disastrous results along the way. Where is enough for you, innit? Yeah, like I'm saying, I don't care where we finish, yeah? He's got the season for me. What are you saying is too much for you?
Bush's comment sums it up.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man, because I don't know where we could end up.
Yeah, Yo-Yo's on that fence, you know.
Oh, I am Mr. Fence. Oh, I've been practicing.
Little
for
Splinter.
trust me.
He's open his bracket open.
But if I'm gonna have to pick a number, if we go lower than like 10th, 11th, then it's shocking for me because I don't.
Then it's 10 Hag out for you, yeah?
Any worse than this. It
Any
can't
Oh,
be.
sorry, I
yeah?
got that wrong. Yeah, mine's the same. If we finish below the top four, and that's it.
Just top four. If he finishes below top four, you're 10 Hag out, yeah?
Well, 5th technically can get us Champions League, so think about that too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, people have got their opinions. If you're saying top four, it's top four. Could have said top four. So, Manchukushina, what you say?
No, I said top 3. I said top 3, not top 4. Top 3.
Even worse. Okay, top
Yeah.
3. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I swear to God, I wish Mox was here because he said it the best. He's a victim of his own success from last season.
100%.
But Manchukushina,
100%.
saying, where
So-
are you willing for us to finish before? Where you going? Where are you willing to finish before you say Ten Hag out? What's the line for you?
So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to end this stream very quickly after I say this. But
No, wait, you stop there. Stop.
Don't go anywhere.
Let him go last. Let him go
Let him
last.
go last. Yeah.
Omo, what you saying? Omo, talk to me.
Me below 7th place.
Anything below 7th, Ten
Anything
Hag
below
out.
7th
just-
place.
you just
But
had to
that's
say
what I
7.
wanted last year, and he
You
got
just
me
had to
top
say
3. I
7.
didn't ask for that. I wanted paddle play at below 7 and
couldn't
above
have picked-
7th place.
You
But if
couldn't have
get
picked any
below
number
7,
bar
I'm
7.
done with you. And Champions League.
Yeah, I'm similar.
Champions
You know?
League, I want 1, 2, or 4. If it's 3, I'm listen.
same.
I'm 1 foot out. If it's 3rd place,
Same.
1, 2, or 4. Get me out of that competition or continue. Do not put me in Europa.
Yeah,
Too
I'm
many
busy on
games.
Thursdays. My
I
Thursday.
I just want a style of play that I can see, consistent one.
That's
But the
what I
only thing I
want.
will say is, in the next few games, if he continues this midfield bullshit, then yeah, he has to go. If he continues this.
All right, Bernie, talk to me.
It's less about the position where we finish. Of course, I don't want to get relegated, but it's less about that. It's more about, as Vibe said, style of play. That's something that I can readily see and identify, and also selection of players. If he continues to persist with favorites, if he continues to not play players based on merit and form, then I can't support a manager like that. I can support you if I see that you're trying.
Yes, it's true. You know what? Well said, Manj.
Free Sancho.
For me, yeah, there's no time frame. I'm going to give it as much time as possible. Even if it's going south, let it go south. I'm always going to be there for the manager. These players are crap.
You know what? On that note, I think let's ask Manchukushina because people after this will think we're going to have to end the stream. So, Manchukushina, what are you saying?
So I'm saying I don't care what position we're in. Now, my manager is single-handedly driving down the stock price to get the Glazers out.
You should have ended it right there.
It's clear.
In it.
All right.
Manchukushina,
So
can I
it's a
just tell you one
conspiracy.
thing?
It's all a part of the plan. All a part
Can
of
I
the
just tell
plan.
you, can I just tell you one thing, right? When the manager
Plan,
gets sacked and a new manager gets hired, the stock price goes up.
Easily.
Fine. We gotta
Honestly.
get out of here. We
I
gotta
didn't
get out of here.
wanna say it.
Bruno Fernandes!